Junction. Area yamamunyina ha yamamu akwaba. Oh my God, nanti ene area bo ami bomu efremu yi. Ese wo your man bapa ukokoto dwane mu ayaka wo meyi ewo wo mpai bom esansa Ghana ye hiam pai bo. Ghana ye hiam pai bo, ye hiam pai bo papa.
Fagana shen inside. And no now your man.
Yes, so man bapa eyo enono ebusuya ewie ye mo akwaba so nko. Ye be pensen sema hodo a edi ahim de agencheche ewo mayi mu ne yebetimi aboa ye na Ghana yetimi akyekere ne yie eno ho nkonwasie ene awie enti frɛ unua na unua soso emfrɛ na damfo na munyina entwansia na yemfose enye oyo ne enkamom enhwe enkyekere oman Ghana. Zabre production crew aya crowd headed by Joe Damia Dumak Jerry Osajima Buena Fenso no Frema Abankro. Womunyina eno oma kan bomu a wo mo aboabo nsem poro ensem pere ano ede agumanim akoda keto atesem se memra me pense mu.
I need to come vinye.
Sabre will share live on Facebook. I need 100.9 FM live. Oko YouTube despite media. O share live. I hope me do messages no comments. Nyina afa ho. Ebre safa tam ye beken kan kama e de amount. Sanso ena ubetime e de afa ye WhatsApp line 0503721744 0503721744.
No.
Ebre safa tam ye beken kan kama e de amount. Yem peka sentwe yem patem didie.
Chiche Suyaya Shuna Karika Nuchi Suna Karika
Nenyina yo my Ghana ena ye dwen ho no o my Ghana ena ye hwe apene poma sibre no an sese niema aye bisi basa ase ye pe ho aye hunu yasere mu ase bibia sisi ni trase ne ade covid no eda so ewo ho menua enti ma wani na ho enkasa an aban we mu nipa ono oni covid ne so oni so ntemi so me ne so wo amata abate se wo ohia wonwene wo ho ono no onya covid ya obetena play mu akwa amano ne akohwe no ho yade wo unya bia he ne edo beko sabe clinic kura wo area mu hokura sa clinic no unni kapre unni dama ya de ba akohwe ho ye kan ase na we de wa anye ntimi nso menye na ho na unya covid no a ho e na abehunu smoothness level medin e de MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO betimi aframe BIAMZ 1 MAAME soja woman gada BIAMAH brofo de ni nyina oframe a meje so kmak ewie memo ha emawo akwaba
Eno na wo odo ma woman eno aran na yeshwe odo ma woman eno aran ya eno na wo your mind papa eno na wo odo ma woman eno run na yeshwe
ewie bia nana ejenim boatse managing director ya woda CPC Cocoa Processing Company ano nana bia wo bia ewie memwa ha nana se mi kan kire we na mi nsisu duan kan kire se wo pese wo hunu obi adwene a de wo obi adwene mu de wo obi tirimu a eye atie nanum nsam upese uhunu de wo obi kumamu a eya hwe kwan ya ofa so eye ne nema
no
mesi so biemu ma wana o se sa upese uhu obi adwene mu a eye tie nanum asem ensem efiri na no eba no eno na kire adekora woni tirim ena sa upese uhunu sebe obi nso so akumamu a eya hwe se de ofa so ye ne nema kwan ya ofa so ye na ade Yahweh.
Suna Karika Yeka
Mame musem nyina
yemfa no tuki ekoto dwam e na yemfa mo yento manso ano na yemfa nante na beboa ye
ajimwa no pa
asedaka sen come this way chocolate drink and a face special products one with the special eyes mineral water aboju nsuo ensu a akonno ensu a egu minimum atenka yes one ensupa neat products neat fufu kama woka totoro hwan kama na ade ato nkwa pam eja ye friends we ma ne bibia so na wo de nkuruma hye kona ho saa aha na wo tere awie wunya neat fufu bi na wunya wabenkwan anase wunya nkrakra bi anankate nkwan bi anabunabunu bi na wo tewe come on wana roma no so asema na wie ye di dwumadie yi ebre wo me da me ho tew me ba pepepa ye koka na wu eso kana last week na nkai wo se ye ne ye engineer David Osafo Adonten eni di nkomo efa ye ka no nkanea no ho ha ye ntimi amaso ene ye nya ho me nko ye beka ho asem osi se ye betrete niema se oman enti tweme simaka krebintem me basisia
ye mamu akwaba ayi ya no me bibrime ye nya kofa tu yeso etu esibe mabo okunkunim kofa ejina ne so akwara padi kokwe hu ededa mana ekire no ye ne adeshiamra kroma dansidifo mehwe kasemu kira awawade esumu apai mo hire nya kwa pie awawasem nie we die bi si pen ye ne Neat FM ye mamwa kwaba
MAAME musem nyina denyina nyawe yasam na jinwa no pa ewie nyumre nyina eya wo bapa ya ganani eya kai gana sremunya kupo fagana sheninsa eno na wo your mind bapa eno na wo odo ma woman eno aran na yeshwe odo ma woman eno aran ya eno na
continent where legislators are measured by the number of funerals that they attend, where the efficacy of legislators is measured by the number of weddings they attend, where their significance is measured by the number of men and women that they support on the day of their weddings. And therefore we live in a continent where the legislator is misunderstood. We live in a continent where legislators are not called and expected to perform their traditional functions. We were told then that you are our servants, and for a long time we believed that you are our servants. But over the years things did change, and we started believing that you are no longer our servants, and that you had become our masters, and that therefore even when you claim to represent us in many African countries and you remind us that you are our servants, we do not believe you, because it is the newspapers that are left to say what you say.
You know, the number of leaders is that if you see good in them too soon, they disappoint you very quickly. And there is a sense in which I'm beginning to feel disappointed by President AKWAFO, that when he started very well. He had sound ideas. He had the ideas talking about industrialization in every district. He said that he would perform or look at Ghana beyond aid. The rhetoric was right. But now, as I watch him consistently, I'm beginning to see a mismatch between rhetoric and action. And I'm seeing the widening of the gap between action and rhetoric. When I see members of parliament going to parliament and saying that the president's wife should do an allowance, then I know that the man whom I thought had great ideas is now down the slippery slope. That is my unfortunate verdict as I speak now. And if I had any doubt in my mind, the young men and women who are now rising up in the streets of Accra are saying with me, Nana, we thought you were on the right path. but you have now taken an about turn and you are moving with jet-like speed in the direction that we don't want to move you to move in. It is sad for me to say this. For a man who, in terms of intellectual firepower, he has it. But oh, how I wish he could say with Paul of the Bible, the things that I hated, I hate them no more, and the things that I love them no more. How I wish Nana could do that in the next 4 years, that we may speak fondly of him. But for the moment, I feel disappointed.
The African politician is perhaps, with due respect to them, Africa's curse. The day the African politician realizes that the occupation of political office and political space is one of servant leadership, that is the day Africa will begin to move in the right direction. The day the African politician realizes that the occupation of public space and public office is an honor and a privilege, that is the day Africa begins to move in the right direction. The day the African politician recognizes that the occupation of office is not one for the privatization of public wealth, that is the day Africa will begin to move in the right direction. The day the African politician recognizes that they do not have the monopoly of wisdom, that is the day that Africa will begin to move in the right direction.
Yeah, kana ubre and aso na da bia said ya metai e kan no ye nka ngu ye ka tena se ye ka mo my Ghana enya nkwa ye ka ne se na ye ka ama my Ghana akoso ena so ye ba behwe ye kwan no eno so ho da ubo a ene eguso a ye bo ade ba ko a enhwemu ama beto dwa se etimi ma ka nkwanhia esipa eye wo mo light no car lights ne ehun kania brake light ka ho be headlight fog light ene ne ke ka ho nyina lights no aha titru anajo ebremu e mankwanhia se obi ho no mo a baabi a waduru no wonim so use highlight sense o use dim ni nyina wo munim eno ane se wa so light use se gon na to bi ani there's a light no quite me blind do keke e ma wo do ka no ko hwe baabi what is here Edia na ye beko National Road Safety Authority for one more enchen na ye no one more akwakodi nkomo se one more so nhye ye ben e na one more aye efa ye car lights no ho no se base bi a driver o light no shodododo anu odin pi a ekwan be ne betimi e de afa so a check wo na ye tase ne kakra se ye gidi ye se emfa so betimi aba enne mote ye da bon krata ne bi de bae August bosome enkwa nkwanhia ne moto ne private ne commercial moto private cars trotro ne buses na asefo no enkwanhia enya enipa 222 in the month of August nipa 222 adai dia na ekoso in the month of August enipa 222 moto nkwa ku nipa 93 ewo August busumi mu nkwa moto nkwa okada eku nipa mako 93 yeba private cars ya myself fo no omususu timi ku nipa ebo moden amenka na sa omususu timi bo moden eku nipa mako 74 only in the month of August. And a trot for ne buses no more kaka ho commercial vehicles no. Almost timi kun nipa 55. Almost so etimi kun nipa 55. Okada fwei omo kun omo ho no omo so kun krofo ka ho. Majority of the accidents on Okada no eye womo eteso no a na ewu. Nansan ya na nansan ya ekwam ha sei poemantem ha na no mrante emiensa muti moto so sade na ba se mo ko chesi so mo ko race so sade ba yo oh no kana na wo miensa nyinara we September mu we September miensa ni nyina obi anka agye what you say and we no you blame somebody you have to blame yourself. Because at the end of the day, when I would take car nechi, when I would take a fence steering wheel, no, what actually the motor will kada man, one I would drive or ride and you'll be an ride amount, and if natural self have been good for the fire say. And the decision on the spot decision I will be taking is about your life. In the month of August, in Nipa over 200. Yes, so ya complain say ya kwan ye. Ya kwan yi ma so ani edi kun ye ho. Enti which is which? Ya koya na se bae. Abusia, wo me hwe bibi ye o. Anope na me ka say, wo ye driver, ukotena wo si achi ya adwene wo ma ho. Ya adwene wo ma ho. Dwene wo maame so maame te ase a, dwene wo maame ho. Wo papa te ase a, dwene wo papa ho. Wo yire ana wo kunu te ase a, dwene no ho. I say, when now you're the breadwinner of the family, when now you're fianity, be bit too wa a summer to a busiano. When him a driver for bebre, sabe, and near maybe on my yaw or quanswa and send for 20. One more ton and annum, I want said one quan shiamu, amen ne, womo busia, a tape. Amen ne, womo busia, and your own bed dicrano, a yet day. But as ye, and yes, Ramu, who be a free fear. No matter what, in a wabusia ho. I say, and a kwa mi kwe was semitimi a quaba. Yankopon boa me abom ho ban, abofo wo me abom ho ban de makọ edema ba no. Ese mia kasa so me fato me ho so se me ya hweyie. Abofo bom ho ban ye na no nkire se kaka ni biara chi moto ni biara eni obewu akwabonsam gem. Oni bete na agina samado kwanta na wusu. Usan wachi ba enye yie. Me ngu dade but me wagidie bi se wanto ko na wu ye wanto obu ase na ahopepremu na ade kokko wu ya ukodura samado nkwanta unu ho a wunya ya nka besan ban so na ye late ariaze edum ye ni na ho road safety for mu boda wura bia na ye ne wo mo ba be yi wo yi wo mo fam die ni aka eye me no mie no sia nka se be fa ye nkwa ahye ye nsam ne ye boy ye ho bai ariaze aha etu we de ye nja ho kra ye kọ ahoma so na ye ne engineer David Osafo Adonten ono na bat se road safety ho nkomobo enkyerkyere ne adesua ode ye FM ewa ha engineer ba akopɛ awie ye mo ha
ejo so bini aba MAAME BIAMAH
na empom de engineer
obo ade adaroma me ho ye na mo gidi sɛ mo ho ya
Kristo adom ye so ye ho ye pa engineer the Daily Dispatch the Bokrate the bias statistics kakra no so far road accidents ho we in the month of August nkwa no moto for no Okada enipa 93 enekun wo mo private cars enipa 74 enekun wo mo na commercial vehicles trotro no ne buses ne mo ekeka ho no eno so nipa 55 entukeka bomu in the month of August nkwa no enipa over 200 enewuye efa kan kwanhia ho road safety motin sembi sei a eya mo fa ne sen
so minia me mobia ha kwa ha na sai ante o ma ye nan aye ntia for ni person daruma to everything ya na yitumi ene kana ko be din komo na yechi wo madwen eba enima bi titru akwanhyia ho nsɛm a Ghana some the people who come to Sudia, the city, the Mincha, the Indian Apostle, the Dumadino, the fire, Abbey, near my bank. To me, the Arno, a tire, then 9. To me, no, then we yet, Ghana, it will be the moving contact, and it's Ghana for 1 year for me, or can't cancel. But some August, yeah, but some watch it. The month of August will be, you know. What are you doing? When she is here, the people are no, and you know, and one and another is our theatre. And no, no, will come. The new fancy a Buddha. What kind of a like a grandson, so kind of who would that be? And to see a woman Buddha. And for move out the country, young, I want to pass the Nia Ega. A young actress and to do so, not your baby, or bright your pen who are. I feel about my pen who I was going to honey up to see myself. Then, natural with the tree, you who are. Yana a high end. It's truly said. And yes, you two Nipano. Yes, you can't be being children. Yana media one more Quenya, yeah, but in the same, one mamma is not Quenya. And yet, the interest, I demand French. I'm a nipper who, a dear, that's what you mean, yes, that's what you. And media, young friend of Bassing. And come with Bassini, a mouse, who drive a knee, motorcycle knee, who would see passenger near Tikamu, who saw Nam Kwan pedestrian. And what for Bassini, not the warm. The one who are. That's just one to look up one of the other. They used to be paid. I am never yes, I may vaccine about. Some vaccines for free. Won't you go? Won't sunlight. Can't be one who never what is who are dreaming. And so me pass me, me no. So could do can't answer why you're your pet. Then your part, who should transfer and give him. It's in the million. And no, sir. Kasa wo bribia na mi pia ye ne ma bodi bo ko kwai na mo ko dira kwan so na mo so mo nya mo famu de na DVL enso ye ni famu de na Ghana Highway Authority ye ni famu de na ma mi BIAMAH ye ni famu de enso so e kamia ye se busu mi bia no ahanu sala ani ye no na ye ko ye ni mi ade ba ko ha me na ye me ya pa ni so se the kan kuntabuo no bo mu no. Yeah, the August no coca. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. No, Nabusumin watching a few. Owono akodru apem ahankron adunu 1927. Sa pempenso we na Kenya na fe apimuni na. We de akabusumin 9 asase no abawiye no. Osu watching no, yedi kan anya ne ya yenya na fe. It's a time here come there. And a year for any mean, so many I say. So her no side ever come there. And that they can't over there near you can't compare me. I didn't see that we're gonna have. It's high hamino, any.
Ya sefem sampa na wo mo se we anya nkwanhia titru se nu na ye ka ho asam de na so aba no mepese ye te ho kakra nsa na ya hwe ne ma na ede nkwanhia ne ba light no ya ba eno so hwe okada eye motorcycle eno nko ano in out of a nipa 93 na wo mu wuye no enipa 400 ene prepraye motopra so wo ani tua hankade na de motopra eni ehu efa no tankasa be wo de koye kora nkemfa so ewo so se sei enkyerɛkyerɛ no mu mebe so okada fo no so
Binia okay on say ya okada oge tabu ayebu ya na de ya mu no so okada o yebu no say motorcycle so na say wa o san motorcycle so na wu na wuchi ana obi tu wa o ti akire nsu sanso e wo ho ne say enipa ba ya do eni 9 or so na
de okromiensa
yensa and that woman show one motorcycle. So, and no, I can't be beyond say. Then you did it and say, the woman said one will look at who's away, Okada, and away private or the Korean concrete, there be. Or you Okada cry, woman can creno, before hospital when you saw woman can. And yet, there's a motorcycle. That's yet the OTP said. One more woman did this car, one woman in patrons or this car, the taxi, not or no. To one account and a master and do chronomy and say, Abbey. And he said, yeah, now one more to motorcycle, no swap. You see, I won't share helmet, no. One show. What is so? On them traffic, mono. Or no, there are no fun to say them, Sabi, a Drobian Cadem. If you know I cannot obey and obey. As well, dear Drew. It's not in a traffic in Musa. So you found a dear is so far no offer. But do traffic lights and say now so for no chum. But it in the sun at me crying. Only near Swan get the Colebu. Amelia, what dear court my general hospital Napohe. For Colebu Napohe, for 37 Napohe. And I said, Braha. Santa Clara Regional Hospital, Halloween Hospital, formerly, Nabehe. Here, do move bed. Almost every 30 minutes, here to be back. For bar, or we are no press, we'll press over prepara tropa, I say. If you are, let me don't pay more book, Nevunam Namno, Namjana White, Namuja Pramno. Now, who call hospital, now who said doctor for you on Wojima? Yana, sabi. I said, in Yilipa. I said, Nambia. Teacher. Here, Chanam be near the Bishaha. Here, will be sa, will be nine, Raha. The play go to see a yapin, Nadia, and me, we have been the show of them, no more than I say. Yenya, our home. And to stand for Poyana, that's two of who can a woman be? So, in a Maconia, I can't say yen, I say, but to sack and I transfer. And to go to Kamu. If you are more by. And to be touch him like a credit pound now, no shame from taking grind. Yeah, more with that 1 night. Now, baby, Papa, everyone go home a brain one. Get to me, a young. Now, me, I don't know, now, Bansua. Now, the kind of the point one. Here, you back on them. On that, the teacher. I didn't find a bit my yammer. Near your son, you only a 9. And 9, you know, it is a requirement called down the thing. Now you're showing that, and you're showing 9. That's all baby. I teach you, man. It's yes, Robiara. What was I do, my dear? No, yet, you're back on Swabo at the row. And no, now, a man who crying. It's my dear, dear model. Even a meeting. For a bit, him, me, I suppose. Now for queer, Juma. Now, when Timmy, dear, and your son said, I to see an open mood at the door, and you didn't so from Rano. Yeah. First, want to know, hey, woman, dear. And said, DBL is one of the only quantity, wow, penno, for Naco TV. I'm supposed to be Napa Bon who buy. Motorcycle and Azu bed transfer, dear gentry work out once a year. And you're not also would you know.
Yo, I got a Viamra, car no and Canania, the Mijidi, yes, and Sana driver ni obeyed or the car basic quinsono, or the kind they call DVL for her Emma. One check Bibia and to whom a can a sefata was a sequence soa. Now, or may issue roadworthy certificate at the Amacano. That's some paper Ubashano. Naka be or much as an adjubremo and namoa. The tail light in Yajuma, brake light and no, that's a fog light bassa. And the woo con woo, Sakana airco and answer a package now. 1 year careful kitu no, no, the quacunum, a cock of funquisia, any adiaba. And near me, we walk cast and whatsa a main agenda here. Ye bonko me ye one more lighting system no. And no chafa bay and a road safety for more. I was a faho.
So, Miniaba, I won't know the doing now. No, here and here, Rebecca said, Yama, and Pomo dear, our road safety. And here, DVL for ya, you didn't come out. Yamaya will be first train or day, and whom to or the brown, or the Tija, dear. And this idea, and yeah, now in Libya, would the that's the most, and they are women and rat. And it is Uncle Moy.
Wow. Wow.
The Fred GPR to you for the Fred Ghana Road Transport Coordinating Council for the free police, the free haulage transporters no. And yet now you see a catchy had na ye be did for neighbor didn't come on one and come on for life. I bubo car and who come on you did back. And you walk up with the abandon and your phone will try to come. It's a fair. The bobo wound rapper. I'm a deviant for some my interest. Testify, life no a bubo then car. A car the only thing is there's a light above. And so Mremuno. Ya woni esese aboka ho ene ya woni esese abo kenya no bi ompo DBL na DBL hwe car no ayi inspect na wo hu light ebobo ho na tomra famra kwan so a ya register no no a ya na je ye no se da bi light na ebobo ho no enye ne fe enti no akoto to bi fi da bi eni ma bi ompo fa fi so di bia bo soro o di bia bo ebi ebi bo nchem people actually and some cry they mu amba and they yempe ni foi PAP say book koko emu blue mu akoko sra de yellow and na de na twaka an ho ahia wo mo ba and one say so say you such as mami kwan mami messing anya kra no akofa sare bi sa san bo mu aka so na me le bi hu commandra na ya hu se da do no a nam ka kwan so a eso so gangan na no and family kwan so eya prefer dia kwa eya yes ye ni approach for really ye task force no e kan bom if you 1st October eko ye kwan so and ye bo pia driver for e car for car biara e be hu car kwan so a the light any mra kwan so ye be ye fi ho ye tu en ye be ma obia September imu ye dia tuja kunya to answer ya ba ho sans ye be hu wo car kwan so ye be tu afi ho e be ni sai ya na bi tete asoro asa ben no na o hia wa na jo a na no so no say you one thing you say so when wo hu ba bia nam e so di ko hia car bi e bi so ho a headlight no ano na e bi bia san bobo nkenchen mu ana e kura wa ase wo hia no a na wo hu ba bia nam kura entini na no aka ni na bom ani ayese se say the task force no be ye djuma wo from time agroni for puntino e be tutu ni na amo bia ka ada ho pepepe light basaba se bi ntiti aho ya wana do a wo de na wo ma na hai na wo ma ne dim no saa na mo di be di kita ho no abetwam no abetwam ko na atumji aba na here yen national road safety authority ni say e fa kwanhia ho de kwanhia ba san say edu samre no a wo ni say Ghana ha ya kwanzo so to no light ni ho enti aba ni saa na kunam kwan se so ayesu no bi so de ne de ganwi ai e twa ne ho e master technical na de say wani na wani hu ba bia e ka no etu ba bi afenso sansenso to toy e suma ba ka ho yenya light papa no ama ndi yenim kan ntimi an tire yen kwan papa eti e faso a kunam ka kwan so abun se wate esi wram kuna sabe edi wo kwai eti ayen asem hia eti na yen yegina yetumi so authority na ban dia man yen ani ya fresh stakeholders ya ye no ma chance adwendwen ho a wo na adi atom sanokra wo mi na nkonyin kutu mfiri ho ana kudu
yɛnhwɛ kansa yɛde enam awia nhwɛmu abeto dwa sɛ ba te sɛ bi a yɛyusu headlight ne ade no a anadwo no very effective ha na titiri ne sɛ bi a weather no ɛbɔ asi ne ade no etimi boa pa ma ekwan mu ɛda hɔ no ekwan mu ɛhyerɛn ma drivers ne ɛkɔba nanso wɔkyɛ mu sɛ nhwɛmu akɔso ama headlights no sɛ yɛyusu no daytime no a ɛno nso so etimi te nkwanhyia so paa na we kra nhwɛmu kakra ɛdɛm anim ha yi yɛsɛ anti nkwanhyia so kra na ɛyɛ awia no a light ni si so no anti nkwanhyia so kra na bɛɛ sɛ wɔmabu pɛ edu 10% deɛ ɛso ɛte ɛba fam ɛna esisisi nneɛma hodo bebree kwan tete nkwanhyia no ɛwɔ ɛkwan so aso ɛbɛyɛ sɛ Ghana yɛnso yɛbɛtumi ayɛ nhyehyɛ bi a ɛbɛma drivers sɛ awia anadwo bere bi a wutu kaa bia the light no ebesi so na ama incoming vehicles nso wɔn ani ada hɔ
okre research deɛ ɛsɛ obi kana sɛ mpa bi na yɛn nso yɛ ka kyɛn sɛ obi nka sɛ fa sɛ mpa sɔ do na adwene ho san sɛ wohwɛ Ghana ha practice esi ya cars dodoɔ no ara no ya adi egya to mu a meka egya to mu a na kyerɛ sɛ wode kii ne hyɛ mu na ignition no ɛgye so no ano na light no headlight na ɛgyina so da na wokɔ adeɛ ne anadwo anummerɛ o light no sɛ ɛsi so na nansan bi no na nte saa yɛmmerɛ mu no na yɛnwe nkɔwɔ hɔ sɛ yɛde anim sɛ light deɛ ɛsɔ anadwo na anadwo ne yɛde hwɛ na yɛkame ayɛ sɛ yɛate mu na ne nneɛma ɛsesa ba na yɛkɔhuu sɛ yɛtu kwan kɔ aborɔkyerɛ mu nansan bi no na aborɔkyerɛfoɔ no wɔn wɛda no nte sɛ yɛdie wɔn deɛ awia koraa ne yɛayɛ sum wɔn deɛ no sɛ saa deɛ a light no si so abɛ biara wɔn yɛ nso sɛ nsunsuansoɔ no ɛde papa bi abrɛ wɔn nsa ahyia mo so ɛkyɛ sɛ yɛpɛ didi cndc ɛkyɛ bi koraa no a saa mpe no na yɛn nso yɛdi yɛnyɛ wɛda no deɛ anka awia no na ade emu da hɔ sɛn aborɔkyerɛ deɛ no nti adwene no ntumi nkɔba sɛ na yɛabɔ dan na ntiasɔ asɔ kanea na ade nam yɛaseɛ ɛfiri ansesɛmu yɛ a wokan na yɛkɔkenkan bi yɛhu sɛ nsusuansoɔ papa wɔ hɔ a ade a ɛyɛ nso deɛ ɛtugya na yɛnso yɛhyɛ aseɛ sɛ yɛyɛ bi a ɛboa nan sɛ kaa kwan sɛ yɛnam yi yɛne ne yɛde hwɛ adeɛ yɛpɛ biribi a yɛbɛyɛ anammɔn bi a yɛtu a ɛbɛboa adwumadie no yɛsɛ light no ɛsɔ awia sɛ anɔpa sɛ anwummerɛ ɛboa na kyerɛ sɛ nyɛ anadwo nko a ɛti saa deɛ a yɛnso yɛbɛyɛ bi ahwɛ yɛde ani ato hɔ yɛhwɛ yɛnya nfa nhyɛ mbra mu deɛ nanso sɛ saa practice no boa a yɛnsɔre hunu ankɔgyina sɛ yɛmpɛ ansɛ ni mbra mu ti daabi wodeɛ yɛnsɛma yɛnyɛ nkɔ anim kakra yɛfrɛ bibi monitoring ne yɛde ani hwɛ ne yɛde ani di akyire ne yɛde yɛna yɛdwendwen ho ɛne wo kai yɛahyɛ aseɛ ɛkyerɛkyerɛ ho nkrataa nketenkete anaa research ɛhwɛ sɛ bɛtumi aboa deɛ a ɛnyɛ nka mmere no deɛ mene wo kasa wie baabi a mefiri ba no yɛsi Ministry of Transport a yɛafrɛfrɛ stakeholder yɛpɛ sɛ yɛsesa yɛn mmerɛ mu nti yɛahyɛ aseɛ sɛ yɛsesa mmerɛ no amendment to the Road Traffic Act 683 in the next 3 weeks yɛsan ato asi the Road Traffic Regulation na nsesaeɛ biara aba a sɛ yɛde sesa yɛn mmerɛ no yɛhwɛ ne asesa ebi ne yɛdi kan koraa sɛ yɛsɛ commercial drivers koraa yɛsɛ wɔn sisi wɔadi 25 years ansa wɔtwi yɛntwe mmara fam anaasɛ yɛmmɛn wɔ hɔ ɛyɛ asɛmtɛbɛ yɛdi ho nkɔmmɔ ebi koraa no aba sɛ no sɛ ebi a yɛhwɛ yɛn dwumadie kaa ho nsɛm kaa no sɛneɛ sɛ baabi na ɛsɛ yɛdi cargo ɛne yɛtwa bɛyɛ passengers yɛmmɛn kɔ so saa na yɛmma ɛsɛ deɛ wode kaa ba na ɛsɛ passenger ɛnyɛ passenger ana yɛ design no saa na aborɔfo no yɛde baeɛ ɛnkɔyɛ cargo yɛtwitwa na yɛde yɛ nnadeɛ bi na yɛde daabi ne naa no yɛ nsesɛmu a ɛreba na nea wokan atwemadwene aba so sɛ ɛbɛyɛ de a yɛmpia ne nhwɛ hɔ na lighting system yi a ɛnɛ woyɛ di light system ho no yɛhwɛ sɛ ɛyɛ papa ne yɛmfa mmra no mu na neɛ nyɛ ne yɛnyi mfiri hɔ saa na wo nso wodwen na woma me saa adwene no deɛ ɛneɛ ɔhema nka sɛ fo asɛmpa kɔdo ade atom ɛde ani bɛdi akyire
yo ankede bia do ase ɛwɔ hɔ saa na momfa nkɔto mmarahyɛ bɛdwa no anim na afei yɛnhunu ɛyɛnkɔ yɛnim na ɛbɛboa yɛn paa na ankede mebisa wei ma yɛnkyerɛkyerɛ wɔ ho aba sɛ bi a menam highway so yɛakyerɛ sɛ medi mu a meba obi nso asɔ ne light sɛ the headlight na nya asɛm ketewa da mani sɛ hyire yi me signal no koraa sɛ on reduce no koraa na wafra mani a ɔmfi me in such a situation a deɛ na driver ne yɛwɔ sɛ wɔyɛ
no kreni ahunte yi o ya na ne yɛkyerɛ yɛn yɛkɔɔ driving school yɛkyerɛ yɛn ne sɛ anka ɛba ne saa yɛse headlight yɛwɔ high ɛne yɛwɔ dim yɛwɔ baabi a yɛsɔ high no baabi a yɛsɔ dim na dim ne deɛ ɛno a na nka yɛde nam a wohu fam who went in. There won't be no one could do, baby. Not a honor, any environment, no. A piano, as I said, this will be a Upeja light in the Mukatra. Upeja, who actually bar. There will be a Peja or Brow being sworn to our no so be show. Can you understand? I'm sorry, sir. Not any anapotony. A Peja apotony. Omuji. Into the end, as a banisa and poor. Yana, one abetuan, you know. No, you know. Yana also would do the other cost robaco. For Sanya, would be a semi. Now, Buffum. What the cost robaco? Now, a sign sunny. Who's there? Then you find the need a honor in the whole idea. Now, who born in Kaye? The who from a new. The Uber behind the Bomadi Mount, the number of not what can touch them. I'm the young. Now, unfortunately, send your work. If you are, who you now will signal no one. What do you call up and down? A slowly form time. On this one, you want to all but I know the this is I'm in the Anna, I can't do Yamio. I said, when you're the Kaka transfer, I'm fine,
Eddie, Papa, Dave, Eddie.
Your father, you do my dear who's an answer, you see, and kids, your driver need to be a school. I see a free this year before the end of this year. You need DVL, I can't boom. Police come. Driver need to be a school. I mean, no come home. You're commercial phone.
Okay.
Now, commercial phone, you don't be kind. And only a Tanya Manuan, you're portrait a woman. Someone who and you might be to say convoy driving. So now take police bar. Send a one year. I am still. The beginning of a no messing call. That Uncle Shawam. And saying, yeah, then you are supposed to be a shame coin. I will bring no name, the Speaker of Parliament.
Yeah.
So it's a tiny man to think no lighting system. Yeah, okay. The church, I have a full year power, no much as here. It's a meeting and church, no other boy.
Meka na anu yi anche kra na wocho kra mae emfutu kwan a chese monchi monka kwan potholes aye mase den ya obi eto ne bo ase kochia obi ba waso headlight yo se ayi na chese say gan e na esi driver nani e na driver ne ka se oh masa odu ne ho no se na ma oka ne no kofa wonu mase me fi na no bae enti minum no ana obisa enti minum no ana look at that I will bet me at so amana bafom because baby I want nam no kra no who use sa highlight no kra the idea eti angedeve my ncheche was ade no hefa ne edura yen kanea no e wose etimi ema na ni ne bafom e na he ne edura wose etimi pejam ma hwe yanim ten
yo ini aba ta edin enya brodi na ya na uko DVL ya antansi edoma driver's license ya ni e fese wapon yes afen to kra no wani da ho na wadwe mu afen to kra ko ntie du wo twe efo tani am driver's license e de mawa e kese yan ya dia nipa no a okon e bi mraso onimite betumi di nipa ko atan di naba ama no anso predia no wabɔ ne ho ban then tita then nipa ni license ni no kwa afebie ya na tubanan system ya aye eti ye dwen se ya tren no no mpan ko ye djuma fini se ya fi ade san egu pem e bia ni wa isu ya de fama yi na da bi enti na obroni ye light be mine. There's a light, no. So fine, that's what you use to know. There were highlight, and you walk high and some kind of low, so the main kind of high and low. Low, no chance, and no, there is a normal. But the other be out the too low, no one. But the other could be out. That's a pretty why, yeah, no one could do pempens will be. And then you know, shut down now, papa. The two crowns on them highway, so there's some war. Now, okay, car finds why you come that. That is soon so as but not like anyone. And see, Yana, yes. So it's not two lights, not when you say, and you're much repair. Titi kura na ebi oha na line marking ni ho. Isi no akalu no e di penti ho no. No so bi ni ho dia. Anase bi oha ya na nsuo to. Ana epete na mo wi ma ye gusi. Ya na se ebokra si. Na no ye wa bra wo nko a na mo. Eno ye bi a wo bia no wadu curve bi mu. Na wani en na wo papa se curve mu no wadu no. Ebi so wo ho a na wadu bi po bi so. Abepo no wo pese wo hu bi po no thing. Ehu ni ma one turning thing. Ani se kwa be paso be produce so ho no wetane. Na no the car being to get when you move back. Here before now no. What to like no one. No free when you move back no lose no. Like to meet to so over. Na baby what free ban no and sister Bamboni bi no yin edi wo ho a onya bi e bia no yo overtake ohun se wo like na to tenten for be for no so sa anate wo care go musa na abone kokko na hye no so se like here na hu iba aye se una utika mu na unam krom titi baby na for bobo o dia unhu se nkra na bobo wo baby wo be hu an se bobo bi o ti be twa o ka so the very moment I get driver you say ball every baby check out so na be income why didn't start to be issue na be na we here who like no say like na to for baby ton we who no ton say like dia to eba no
Yeah.
and kai bon say obi ba and yes we do here we do here for ba na who pay ya na who say you who no now the coffin also to be sa no so the coffin who can who ye na pe who hene na who take care bian to when you my bio mom when you so answer down you say you who no the person and ka be who no say time and I said that the answer abda the answer to be signed to it's when no you be there some say you so say you when you are ka sa mo panche me is here again
Okay.
e dim there and say share my idea my no any you that's the no what is ho mami de ma uni ho and I mean national security authority be ni ho that be ni say who and now be use what them uni there that the amount what to me e be educate my and yeah you start and so what to me ya e boa why na you know okay because na put room oh na wo he to like no sa no a e kwa kire o ti kire ba o to me hu o wo to me hu no that pe
Agade be do ase na e ba te say street lights no a road safety for why mo na mo hold you more responsible to street light because street lights ho asemi ye sha ase nye nne ya kan ho asema kan as I speak with you ye nim authority ko a wo na ye in charge of Ghana ye street lights entene ye kan na fe akwakopem na betwetwere ye mbo National Road Safety Authority mo wo chefa bi e wo ye street lights no ho asem kamo
Ami udika sajin a wudin sajin na na ya so na we ya dem bia ye du ba bia na ye boy so bo na road safety for na street light won na nye juma ya kwa nso sumu ye hu kwa yo hey entabra abanye ye authority no kasi we dey authority mu mien ko he say e bibia da ho kwade a nya mu mien fie nkie duma na je ma ba me yesika na street light nyen pa bi sisi na ye dey ehio bia ehia yen na say wo hwe ba bia when she sisi get the street light sisi wo pe ni eyi fi ho no na da ene amanone kontem from the light no no so bi sisi because hu ko na highway ni fi na ni ani ye ko bo ye hu musuo se ene the kofaso nyabe the fresh Kenyan mo muni ye electricity company the Ministry of Energy the assembly the highway for Ushiaye hey mini aba na yes na hokwa ana ye nyanu Ministry of Energy and person rama wo mo kwan so wo mo na enhwe traffic light no president street light aduma no wo mo nye enta bi ɛsɛyɛ a monkɔyɛ ɛfiri hɔ a ansa na yɛnua no highway fɔ nso bɛka wɔn deɛ yɛdeɛ yɛ lɔre kwan no deɛ a yɛayɛ nso yɛde bi sisi yɛsi wie a yɛgya mu deɛ ma assemblyfoɔ enti na kyerɛ sɛ yɛbɛhuu sɛ adeɛ no ano ɛnhyɛ da ni baabi pɔtee a institution bi a yɛntɛtumi atiri yɛn nsa akyerɛ no sɛ wo ɛna wosisi wo na wogye ho sika wo na wohwɛ ma ɛsɔ na wo na wohwɛ ama abere nyinaa no na ɛgyina ne nan so ante adwuma no sika no yɛakyekyɛ mu nanso yɛde yɛnyaeɛ a anka one station baako bi ne yɛde ahyɛ ne nsa sɛ yɛsɛ deɛ yɛna yɛpagya yɛn nsa ne yɛpagya yɛn ani a ministry of energy ɛne nan no ɛne sɛ ɔkyerɛkyerɛ mu sɛ sika koraa electricity company wotu wɔn bɛgye sika a yɛahwɛ wo bɛɛ so 910 bi wɔ hɔ for street light yɛbusa ho nsɛm na sika no ahe na ɛkɔ
yɛtua nso so yɛnhu light no
yɛtua ho sika na nso yɛnhu na rotatifoɔ ne yɛbɔ asubo a bebiara yi nti ahyɛ aseɛ sɛ di nkitaho sɛ mom yɛnyɛ ɛne ɛne yɛnyɛ ne yie na yɛtumi yɛ ne yie ɛbɛboa sɛfi dwumadie yi sene aba yɛgu so a yɛpɛ ne pomasi berɛ na ɛtumi sɛ mmerɛpa mu no yɛbɛhyia na yɛhyia na ebia yɛpɛgya ho nsɛm bie mu a nsɛmkyɛfoɔ ɛne mu bɛdi ho nkitaho
Uncle Dave awia yɛbɛdo ase
yɛhyia dam ase
that's it so Uncle Dave and I would say no and Director in charge of Planning and Education, National Road Safety Authority, Engineer David Osafo Adonten. Manauba Stephen Edway Free Pantime Village and our sister BIAMAH. My mother died through road accidents. So anytime you touch on road accidents, I always develop interest in it. Thanks for your good work. Yes, yeah, kind. Again, where you agree there? The Bombay Sarah, they say, Manauba Stephen Pantime Village, a radin found my maker NCA. I was here and yede kana wudwumadie no yede esie na messages here aba no dodo no politics ye beba politics nso ya me adom na ye drew politics nso a na yaka eho asema kenkan ni nyina de amamo na Hope G Design that she Adentan Dodowa Road and what do we buy and was said good afternoon please ask your guests, is it lawful to take over a speedy ambulance? I witnessed one between Bunso and Apeja Junction. Yeah, why they echo overtake ambulance no? Hey, Sampani Atewosano. Ghana, we are so wonderful. We are a wonderful people. We are in a world of our own. Driver Nimua, who could overtake a one yaka beyond going overtaking his ambulance, and I'll go overtaking. I was here honey a day kana wudwumadie ne ya sorry so nyame ya adom na na wotwe ye besan de kwan so kosakose ho adwumadie ai ye bodawuro no a kosi se ebeko obia timu ye ko ye nim na sankwanhia ne do na edo so me ye ma hye the month of August nko a over 200 people and nanam kan kwanhia so ewu owu a won plan ye owu a won mo a wo ho owu a won ka se obeko. And so esai obi negligence inti na wawu just like that eja wo ma ene wabusua nyanka ya na namoso ema obi ehwere ne nkwa e wo ka nkwanhia mu aka ehunu se nyame bebi sesa nipa no ni moja e de afiri wo ho so dia smose tisa wara we ni ba so se wara eti yakwa bana fe ya ba studio na ene enkomo a egu apono so aye beta se ne se besepa ne kunu ha han no eti ho e de akyere omanfo
The African politician is perhaps, with due respect to them, Africa's curse. The day the African politician realizes that the occupation of political office and political space is one of servant leadership, that is the day Africa will begin to move in the right direction. The day the African politician realizes that the occupation of public space and public office is an honor and a privilege, that is the day Africa begins to move in the right direction. The day the African politician recognizes that the occupation of office is not one for the privatization of public wealth, that is the day Africa will begin to move in the right direction. The day the African politician recognizes that they do not have the monopoly of wisdom, that is the day that Africa will begin to move in the right direction. The day the African politician realizes that longevity in office is not the solution to African problems, that is the day Africa begins to realize the potential. The day that the African politician begins to remember that the electoral vote is a charge for them to deliver on health, on agriculture and education, that is the day Africa will begin to know her place in the world. The day the African politician is liberated from the chains of greed, that is the day that Africa will realize her potential. And I say all that because it is not lost on me that one of the reasons why Africa cannot unite is because we have become so used as politicians in Africa to our little countries where we are treated like demigods. And because we too, we who are the led, we have treated our leaders as demigods for too long, and they now are conditioned to believe that they are gods.
The ideal society they belong to are in these terrorist groups and not, for example, the Republic of Ghana. And so they would criticize how our democracy does not work and it does not deliver. They will criticize how they are waiting for jobs, but those jobs will never come because the government will never be able to deliver. They will criticize how they can take certain things happening in society and use them as examples to radicalize. All these become the techniques of radicalization. They become the techniques of, if you call it, undermining what we are, what progress we have made, and what we have achieved. People should not assume that there is no jealousy, that in the Fourth Republic, we have maintained and sustained political stability. We are not like other places where people are arrested and locked up. People don't want to see a country, and when I say people here, I'm referring to these terrorist groups. They are envious that when there is an environment in which every country is suffering under the weight of terrorism, Ghana continues to stand stable. It's not to create the mistake of allowing people to fall into the hands of terrorists, but that every day we work together to overcome those challenges, right from local government level to national level, to prevent that radicalization, which then makes people to fall into the hands of these groups when the possibility of recruitment arises. Let us continue with the effort of delivering good governance. Military or security is one, but it is more about the delivery of good governance. Let in every village and in every community, even when we have challenges, let us continue to engage one another in which people know that there is a collective effort, both formal and informal. Continue to allow you in the media to have the space. Even when you criticize, it should not be interpreted as negative. It should be interpreted as constructive to help the accountability process. Let's continue to deepen democracy.
I said that taking a pen and redrawing the regional demarcations is nothing. You cannot just create regions in name. The regions must be worthy of being called regions. And it is infrastructure that makes a region a region. If you go to Tamale, you know that this is the northern region. If you go to Bolga, you know that this is the Upper East region. If you come to Nalergu, it's a shadow of a region. We don't only need the district regional boundaries to be redrawn. We need regional infrastructure so that when you come, you say, yes, this is the Northeast region. Once you pass Nalergu and you're going to Bunkurgu, it will take you ages to get there. If you're going to Cherponi area, the road is so bad through Wapuli and other places. We need to improve the road network, provide water for people, healthcare services, education. That's when we will say that, yes, we really have gotten a region for ourselves.
Governments owe the people a duty to use limited public funds responsibly. Our goal is to bring to an end the culture of unfinished projects. The main focus of government for this year, therefore, is the fulfillment of existing commitment and the completion to the largest extent possible of existing projects. The delivery tracker, which government launched last year to track progress of infrastructure projects, showed over 8,700 ongoing projects across all sectors at the end of 2020. And that is why the President has tasked his ministers and heads of all other relevant institutions to focus the infrastructural energies of government mainly on continuing and, if possible, completing existing projects in 2021. The era of abandoning viable projects started with public funds must end. And this time we believe, and the time we believe is now.
Akwaba eba neat 100.9 FM so awie and somehow do bebre and the guap no so ye bedi ho enkomo mampanye dada John Dramani Mahama enra NDC one professional forum platform so and what in somehow do bebre ekoto dwa efa Ghana said the amemo no esi ekofa and watch us amemo no sebe enye se bia ukogina akwaje fancy ukwa kan sem bi na nkrofo agina sa asem ne so e dia ma fancy ye amemo no say serious business pa afen so hwe se de o kyese aban o te akonwa so yi etoto ye sikasam ene adwadie basa basa wototo sikasam ne adwadie no basa 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 sa wi a wo se eye covid no adwane akwose covid echi ene no so mampanyi dada Mahama ebo ho no mo ede ekira ba ne se mo hwe no amfa so bo ammo covid and what you say, Adia Bacope, Ena, or my gun, you bet me aye, yet me a day, who efisa and one year, ye name and one say, Obatwaba Edia Pam Abaya, or te Akonasui. And Yanonqua, Guinea is also about to go be Akoso, or Honomama, say a soldier for na womo edi o mine so o mine amamra no womo bu aguso womo atamato baby kra and as say aban no womo etu agu we assembly and as na hobby edi bibi e kire ebiman edi na ekoso e bibrema to e sign na sa ku yi ekoso yi ebiman emfa no ena semi ba ye na ECOWAS fo nso so di mirika ena wo sese ginifo mo anya sansa beniamo yiye no hono mo no ena ebe yi mo afire ECOWAS kuonum enye ECOWAS nko na eka AU enso ababeka bi amansa kubata United Nations wo mo so ababeka asemkro ye bi na wo mo se wo mo mampanyi Alpha Conde wo mo fa nemra we ene nsema hodo bi ena enne awia yi empanyimfo a ebeboa me amiatimi adi nkomo no eye Dennis Nanaboache NPP tema West Constituency Chairman wo beba beka ye ho afei Madi Jibril Alhaji Madi Jibril Alhaji that's Madi Jibril ono so kan no ye Deputy National Organizer of the NDC and a Sylvester Sapon Soprano DPP Director of Communications enipa miensa na mpanyufo miensan ena yame ya domo omo ba beka me ho na yetimi edesa enkomotwetwen abremo na nyame ncha de Madi Jibril NDC kaneno no ye Deputy National Organizer baba beka me ho ha Jibril kwa ba
ejo so
empom te san
nyame adom eye nyame adom eye ya
there are just yeah, a quick one. Yemfa a road accidents. Imamefa entram kakra. Me sure say obana utie. Moyen hu kakra say in the month of August nipa over 200. Ewu. Omo me prepare omo dane burdens on their families. How do we handle road accidents?
Nedika mamenchia etiefo. We say we are program me baso ache pan but like I say na ye monitor you man de Ghana no na yesom no nti e bekoso asom Ghana say na mefa ekonya we so achia ye party fo a ende John Mahama wo Bono East. What did he thank you to? I could do Bono East.
Is that Bono East?
Or Bono East.
Oh, okay.
Or Bono East. Or the first one. We are now called Bono. And so now I call Ahafo. Now I call Western North. Now about Eastern region. Now I call you Ashanti region. Okay. This is how triple no ebe. Until a bomb say, "Son a man for beko ups and down in and uncle bomb in a by intimate Juma." Your mama so minim. Message dear. By now, I say MPP fire ready. I'm a press conference because OPAP are now even another one because now so OPAP. Into idea, they say, "Who say who man penia? Who's a ball now? Player now reserve no. Where a good player seeing the ball now. Who about upro? The reserve say very Christian around to 80 bench. Who share seven over ball upre? Who won't be bonny? Ebina man penia na do here no. Is what say oko ti oko we or yebi but I'm go siaga but before me course on the accident issue na me appeal be na me person me can say me dey via me pa ha your washroom I can say my no for only some people especially Muslims you used to know you don't go there to find water in the washroom.
As in self.
We say you washroom, you and the washroom.
Okay.
Money
su pipe.
Pipe couple say pipe say yeah. The only room start outside. Okay. Within the inside, the only room no. At least I think say a public place, you know. At least that's if you are more movie service or no. Something so better for those of us who have the opportunity to enter there to make use of it. A public once they say higher public place and yeah. Specific, I say, for be quantia, and I think that it will help. Our accident on our road. In fact, our accident where I reported once. I can once them. Now, the report to crap police about who and I do a man for ahwere mo nkwa ewo mo na ye eje Ghana fo nkwa bebree sin yare bia ewo system no mo na no especially Asia and so what theories man for beka brake light bus bi e wo say yen store beka ya as it 3 years ago and a bus ke say bi nya accident how I say yen exit doors and buses bus ni kwabo one door na ewo mu akechi. However, our roads in Nankasa no, how we use it and a problem. Your roads in Nankasa. Any Nankasa no, I think that we don't value our lives.
That is how I see.
No, we don't.
Because
Obi sorry I say walk Kumasi and I say walk Afla walk Takoradi. Only na dream one. Titino ka say 2 hours drive no, 2 hours na no show deko. Into Kitaka no Trinity. He say obi ti okwan so a wo mark one na echo faster. No, the way we behave.
I bring in na yes.
No,
because say I'm bringing the be a compete classroom you compete, you baha you compete every
showmanship. Showmanship or drive car no. As in America say as if so be gina kwan no a wo mark there wo ye show. Enti o move car no utumi say even traffic e simo. No way unity, no way overtake 1 2 3 over 7 eko. Omo amutika no say why adio chale otumi bomu 1 2 3 4 5. These are the issues sir. Emma accidents no. Emma our roads. In fact, if we take our roads until accident happens, then we start identifying the reality on our accident. But the majority are drivers' attitude. How do we fight this? One, driver no offer car no. Tire no a worker na say no. Obi wako wan check ni tire until that we say air puncher. Brake kwapo or ya brake na enchi ya. Osi be meti manage akọ. I am experience. Okodu station was I mean brake na enye kwapo me ye e di baye. Those are the attitudes. Those are the attitudes when it fails then becomes another issues. Inti ye roads no ankasa no nyame bre na involve in our accidents. Being it our attitude as a drivers, being as a passengers in crowd no ati ya ka passengers na de o tue sika no kwa o e de wati car no ma woni driver na eko maybe ye ko ye ba ya ye tika no ya driver no ya na e share driver no kutu pase ko o se ko go na ti una so it is all of us esia anata wewu nti wu hu ade esi weti. So people don't really.
But the bro, omo no so ya omo no omo ho. Be ngu dade. But I can feel it. That pass wo kwa year ba wo plans. E wo ho no mo achese wo ba be hye na yi. Afa de akonya se da wo nsa ba kwa tiate.
Onim de omo wu direct no. Omo hu ni say de start announce for some time say na obefemu no. And that is why people must start looking at. You see, I've been driving, in fact, our roads. Like I say, I normally drive on this road almost every week. It took one. But not, especially our commercial buses, so about for us, Toyota Haze na bano. Omni still free in client, no matter hazard. It's so.
A chair convoy.
I'm telling. They don't involve in the accidents. Well, yes, are reckless overtake you no. Obi a was saving you. And this is what is happening. In fact, they say cars we from our transit. Transit Ford car. Almost so many simwa. Na first, nyama wa kwan so am ko Kumasi. And almost so many time not to wait. The worst case, since you toa, I feel 207, those cars are showing say, me a experienced driver, me namu, who kwan. Then coming to our other tracks say Eddie accident soon ebano. And also, consequence. But our roads, you know, I don't know, say engineers must start looking at it.
Yeah, do we even have engineers in Ghana?
Okay, I
don't see engineers.
Who say who's a free John Tay barrier? There's no week. Car be money and toho. And a car can say load. Is it the designing of the road And a balance in the in fact, no pay. The one fast out road.
Yes, I passed.
Yes, it was. Yes, Naka be over and the
on the left
right side. It happens, and almost all this. In fact, Oko say Oko kuma say Oko Apejwa. After what Suhum, before we do Apejwa junction, there's some potholes be more than a year. Oh, master, and for us, how na na for.
It first road and highways for.
It so tie penny kasa. Me, I always see it as a theory. Man for a can wasem. But the reality, no, act again. Who say drivers need break? Watch something. Baby hasn't take Kasipa. They see watch between baby hasn't they see. Who say drinking spot and I say a friend say, "Sir, so for baby, oh, choba be oh baby." From that distance to where accident happens, and we'll be watching. Because after what drive your abre, or better now, at the four and now with that fatigue, and now she saw what this is. And today, almost all our roads, major road, be so for SC, why not so? Me say, all our major roads now, baby, accident, nobody is talking about it. Nobody's talking about it. Who call your drive the first lorry stations are on baby Anton no ready and nobody is talking about it. Why would I know Monsano? A drivers in a no Monsa. So the issue attitude and air bigger. Because attitude never light in your crap drive a car no. Light in yet or driving. Driver be when him say the tail light in there because one check it, the brake, the tie, BBM, and then again, one thing also that happens, would have private cars also causes more accident on a road than even the commercial cars.
Private cars, the doors.
Private cars now, especially acquire V8 or automatic. You know, if you have a drive V8 that and that's automatic car, they will say you can always beat the danger. Yes, because someone it's say no, but the little mistake, you know, and I cause accident to it. So you realize that to kwanya, almost a trailer be up at home. You may not know the air cost, but most of the times a car kit to a bina. What you more at least because somebody want to prevent himself to cause those issues. So for me, I think that maybe I could do no. Yeah, na as a mind who take care more. Not driver, no air drive because we keep saying all these things every day. Yes, you say I didn't know walk on once a bay see never can floor. But you see the other issues, the economic issues, you need if you want to a lot of fair, need the other area review. International but so it is about all of us. In fact, in the South driving now, police forging acquaintance just to check all those things. Only me say cars now. Ayefi ka na enye na omo pese omo ntendo ma je ode omo je afa amanako the car at least who car fe crap na pese obetu asema problem but the cars that goes on to get accident on our roads you can't imagine it going through a barrier. You can't imagine it going through that. So who driving over to trailer loading nyama and afa bidie na watia. But most of us sees these things. No, what overtake. But this car will go across all the checkpoints in on the road and come to the town. It's a problem.
Serious.
Oh, and a problem no. The entire times those that will act on it. Because we kaya Aliu Mahama. Or driver abo free tipa truck so born a glass a pie no. What ba hire no be law say obi afata police ento ni cargo car so. It didn't come because of
BBNC. You mean taking decisions.
No. That's our attitude. That's our attitude. We talk about it and the last thing we will do is I had a Canada then the pan go bomb pie. That's how we behave.
The brand me that say we see me maintain was so egwa wuti na ha e neat. 100.9 FM. So, the bro, Yansha, Mampanyinda da John Dramani Mahama, former president of the Republic of Ghana, 2020 NDC presidential candidate. We'll call pro, so call thank you to. And then no component in which I'm saying, they would drew Bono East region. Yeah, honor their prono. Now, a pro bono mono and Sembebre and a walk, efa abaye ehon and what you say government and I say a memo no it's not about empty sloganeering and PR stunts. That is what Mahama is telling MPP. It's not about agenda 111, it's not about free SHS, it's not about 1D 1F, it's not about 1V 1F and a face so what can be about reckless spending and mismanagement. And no nama Ghana yebre enye COVID. Inti as a result of COVID. Inti nama yebre inti they shouldn't blame COVID-19. Then he went on to also say that the only remedy to save Ghanaians is to vote out the NPP government. Na NDC mra. That's a woman no more the antidote to problems are Ghana for. FM. Your take on these three issues are Mampanyinda Mahama Ekahwas.
Incoming president 2024 John Dramani Mahama. And draw a wing of the party, which every political party or that kind of grouping. Over MPP were Dankwa Institute.
Yeah.
They create the platform now where Timia become assemble. Then they become a national discourse. This is a professional group in the NDC. And at the floor, a political space. A program. I can say, the economy near was a say, no. Yanchre, then na economy no ete. And then how were we going? When I'm on Penny John Dramani Mahama, as we appear because he has led this country. Now, a Juma economy minister before, and a Senate CC, and that has brought this into our public discourse. Yeah, can one say, Mandra, John Dramani Mahama Ekas same way. I believe it's a 90% NDC, and then almost 80% Ghanaians, will believe it's a the NDC did the service to themselves in terms of communicating the good work of John Dramani Mahama on the economy. In fact, the OTA of Mahama Ndra ni na obofo say sana yenya amount opportunity. We couldn't sell and allow people to understand ade John Dramani Mahama yedi economy ni and we allowed Baomia Ebeka and Sama Wape Amamanfa Jenu Tomo to give the MPP power. Ebini Dien Obeka MPP for the BIAMAH campaign and NDC Echo G the friend say credibility policy IMF. Say yen timi hwe o man nti akwaji policy bi ebe hwe credibility so o man mu. Won say ntra o man pedin John Dramani Mahama say before ko ebe ko sa program no ye free Ghana for say Ghana e your man area enye John Mahama o man enye NDC mu ina mo mbra ne entrance ye hwe say na betimi ahwe your economy a ekoba akon na asore abasom na asore ekosoro no ebe ni den ahon na di senche ba mu ye nua no MPP e ka say o mo mpe o man Ghana ye nche won ba o man ba so ampa ba ye ko ye no ye ko ji to mu say this are program we are going to do. That program na MPP can 17 say identity na ko ji sa policy no na sika da ho sika ne ma sika because I remember sika wo say the 300 million the 200 let's get $900 million. MPP buy ye no am ka say ade ni nyo no on be di 300 million was sa sika no dollars e the boy economy, but they have never told Ghanaians say enye krata keke na policy no but eye moa ye di ma odi ejuma. I'm sure say MPP ni abeti sa say won say sa na MPP fi ade abro a che ntro say sa na e krata keke ba nye bibiam but your mama ma kire say that program why ye say after that Ghana yenko IMF klapo biom because yankase be a local yankase economy ye. But then people buy even with extension of that program with fisika yama in there but that time no catch say mo buy any economy na mo buy ma Ghana no the BBC wo Ghana na wiase se klapo na ka Ghana nko a 3 months e betimi ahwe Ghana without problem. That is beyond COVID o. The wiase say ya echen COVID o. Bible be say wiase say ya Ghana betimi agina ni nine so for 3 months economy ni ye ana Nyankopon e test yomu e di COVID ba ye 2 weeks ana economy no e crash ye antimi angina. In fact the MPP now rushing to go to the IMF from say e ya bonsan ja no ayenko ho no omkoji one iska e ho. Apart from that don't rabano my catcher say oh yeah about economy enye kasa tintin o na Ghana ye to gas e to every Nigeria me boa your mama say dey bi o ye chiri mbanti o chira ye nkoten wasu enka say ye to gas ye ka infrastructure star we get me na metie o mampani Nana Addo okọ West region wo say okọ wa ho infrastructure ye ka monumental infrastructure West region e ho na boazi e friends gas plant ne wo the biggest infrastructure in this country. And they yankase or mine yankase gas. I did bois. And until and there me power your energy. I will Ghana ha. So be a sub project way. Again, John Mahama Eka say. And you say me de o. Ye be si tamna 3. Yanko bi bosia say now the obo bosia koye sa program no. Because they were infrastructure fund. Oh my mu. Yet media sa facility netiti tamna 3. In there, only me say tamna 3 no. Say ye ni yente. O man pena now the 80 million sika ho about 7.8 million. Na Ghana, mo di amo hwe Ghana ni mi o. No mo di 1 million pa ma Ghana. No mo 7 million tobo ade akoto. This is a airport amukati mu mbiesu o. Me wa. So John Mahama draw speech is now war yen about our economy. Say we yen share papa. E bo man ama man agina ni nan so. In there yen bi say won say obi aye factory bi e wo be bia light alcohol say ejimi use light e ejuma. Why na ma light na agina nde? Na John Mahama. John Mahama na man the light agina ho because he's looking beyond say ye be kasa yeke. What's yen na ma yen fandi bi atem nde but ochina ebe kan wansem. In there obi anka light wansem because John Mahama amana is stable e wo man mu. Because MPP buy no they didn't add one. Say a koto generator bia because of way John Mahama ye enti ye koto bia ba. Ukaka gas asema John Mahama ye wie ye koto we Nigeria bio.
With a issue about electricity, so one can say he been a here no more koto. No, can say about administrative work. And I'm one to 20 years. You buy no better to light.
Nanka mu buy no. Nanka mo yi Ameri. Kama plants ni na dia call back say here administration no kama administration light na ba. Nanka waji moto mu. In the Ameri na ye ka say administration no and e wa Ashanti region amount for use no. Me boa. I don't want for administration and national region. I'm ammonia light without Ameri power. I hope you understand. Say administration now. Administration got national region. One for Ameri plant in nko. But because and yes about the plant. They be a catch up said the MPP because how much was Antrona Chenti. 20 years back. Ghana ukoto graphica. In so eda na ya chira akosombo baby eda wo graphic mo. In the wine no. In fact, ubi sa omo 14 18 years say ya. They will tell you say omo nim say light e free akosombo na eba. Me boa. By na free akos school ne nkwala no. Ye nim say light ya so no, ye friend akosombo kanea. But say kanea na use no if na free. I had John Dramani Mahama here because Ghana must open. The system must open to absorb those things. And the message now all the mandra. Say, these are the works are yeah. Share papa. Yeah, infrastructure fund. I tell my no. No about me now say John Mahama incompetent. Now or no incompetent in Nanka one infrastructure fund. But only my dear infrastructure fund I am in there. And now Agenda 111. Me boy. It is for the sake of Mahama incompetent. Send about me aka no. Said nanka sika na okofa say no. Sika be na o use. These are the kind of system John Mahama ade ato ho. NDC ade ato ho say yes more mine say na betimi aye o mine. In the MPP came, I can say economy ni ye. In fact, time started COVID. And I'm say economy ni ye nti omo che obi esu. Omo mo bia friends say light. Ye ka che man for say eye campaign o. Omo say debi economy ni ye nti omo di sika bi ade aye. Obeka ye omo ka say omo di 1.2 billion be she kotoku mo ka say statement no. Because omo ma ensuo, omo ma light, that sika no and I ever bought me ya from. Omo wie no after elections omo ka say debi omo go to light no omo de omo mfa light ni ma free o omo ko gi ye e did that Ghana for enti omo. Today we are paying the tax. Today we are paying those tax. Inyama ye ka bia o ka sapa bi beka cha o say GDP this say GDP to cement o kwan so me who say debi o ka sapa o GDP and I don't make us say come now was so no John Mama say there was stable if I say inflation was it debi enye krata na ebedi obeka ba omia was statistical service almost figures enye correct na correct figure eye malata market a okoto e friends agushi na ta no ba omia to agushi ba malata na mo wonye we no inde bisan say wo ko agushi okoto agushi o malata eye say inde bro aye 1.2 million wa me ka say eye boni say o economy a ye to bro 1.2 in the 400 Ghana cedis ye kan wa say so mo say John Mahama na e ka kira man for say Ghana eden o ko to me ko sesi a me ko bo what say it say then na now do idea ba o man waga say kwapo cheaper abo o man. So we have set those energy sector, energy levy taxes. Yeah, man for many people say they be identity John Mahama energy sector levy. Buy no. I'm see John Mahama. Can you that Ghana for transfer? Can you pass policy na ye? This policy no. At the court to ask your Jeep loan Ghana. Tell MPP should tell us say, "Ejima pen pan no mu buy ya mu ye ebo Ghana." In fact, the case also can be saying November was share come John Mahama. Say ejuma wo ye no 2 years ahead of us. The economy ni ebe koni ye. Ebenye sika ba mu. MPP buy 2 years of that. Abunya sika mu sika bi owo amada kwatia friends army. Obeka isa issues no. On by first week. Omakotia we abilis kanya akotua nyamo say yes scary omo ye no e yanhyehyɛ papa bi aye 2 years after that Bosia na now do akoji say because John Mahama sikani ni they don't know how to manage it no and the Bosia say na akoji because ba mi aka kire say uyo mampani na ukọ ekrobi lokoji poko Bosia ene wo de na nka obi abetime ebi meboa and the Bosia magaji o Ghana ha wo di come nkruma abesi friends John Mahama timer AKWAFO add more than 3 times of that one. Who besides said, then now the ISWA on twin venture. Was it Ghana for the country? This I see can go to your car. You be a question to say, send me the 500 Ghana. Now, could use 500 with your make a mamma. Can I be ever say? But MPP inquired to your car, I can't still a question. And these are the challenges that we have.
When you necessary a challenge is here for me, a far is our COVID-19 pandemic here.
COVID no before COVID na cement yes fa economy cement 27 Ghana cedis 2 years before the COVID na cement ko say enya on John AKWAFO ba me ka kire say dollar e ka no mo pa mo open bedu esa IGP no was say wa chi dollar the key na ma IGP me wa dollar ni nko suru biom but before COVID na dollar wa in fact, dollar cost to the sense say Bank of Ghana echo you $20 million at the share economy anymore. Okay. Na COVID. Okay. COVID na buy no. Ghana for people come here as say you are seeing now Mado NA champion in managing COVID. Me boa. Am a economy ni ye. What is say o man be bobo say on Ghana? What is your mind be here? In fact, upon all our economy, in the COVID nearby, in the MPP should tell us, the economy na was say, na Ghana nyama conform and son of COVID nearby. No. The COVID came to expose the weakness of our economy. That's the reality now. Because at due time, when we even ask the government and say, even do the lockdown, or see me a lockdown, the economy because me to be sustained. So, excuse me, what they must say, COVID, a way even now to rob us. The COVID issue, since the COVID buy, the person now buying no answer Ghana for mu than the how he serve us. Sika say no man si Ghana for mu. Baku enemies of health issue. Wo bu ebukata. Tobo Ghana for wu no. Yet on dollar friends COVID dey draw $10. Mu dey $19. Mu dey 10% account tobo nti. In that your COVID fund now man for a contribute no send a to be account for it. Why? Who be someone say man na ka bro forget tin chachiro. Then and now COVID ni buy you know. Then I'm here like say where and my economy now stop. Sure. COVID buy the MPP the president made it clear say all the juma here about road enkoso me wa. But road the ben no mutimi here. They told us a road be enkoso. No road construction to stop. But I am true. But where are the roads? Into your infrastructure, sir. Yeah, business is kind of mukoji ebre no. Munchire ye djuma amode ya. Ya ka fa wakati free education. Free education so enka loan no mo. Tu akasa be si agenda 111. Na business no say afere hospital na wo ho no. Na no dey amu Ghana for yare amu ntimi nko ho. Hospital na wo afere. Yan ho ejuma no. Ghana for yare na amu nko ho wa.
Come say by the end of the year mbe come.
September na mo say maybe September last year. Come wuzi anu so e. Anu so e. Yeah, I guess idea. University of Ghana Medical Hospital. Nanka nyase nyankopon aboa se domama esiye. Nanka Ministry of Health. Ba na nanka yedi mebi o. Okode mu nanka se hotel. Won bie ma yenso enkom no se dey be mimbie because domama na esiye. But me continue fro. Now if you want the economy to boom, that boy economy be ye. Why don't you do the nyama be boa ma mine na be nyansa amfa so no? That's what John Mahama can say. Enye di na wotu no. Time John Mahama AC those hospitals. AC terminal 3. Oti honka, oti one assembia. It's until we completed the project for Ghana to say yeah, yes our project we. This is what John Mahama can say. Enye di na wotu no say your friend no agenda 111 and I say friend free education and I am here one district one. Enye di na wotu no, but the impact of it. And John Mahama can answer. Because in there obi a use gas bia o Ghana. Gas a use o Ghana gas. And free Krobia o John Mahama project. The whole Ghana gas bia o use whether your factory who you car who you aduane o John Mahama na yes ya nya emboa. For the say na kan say company no there. Na kan there Ghana gas be cause. These are the things I can see. Obi yeah, you look at those visions. In there those are the things that John Mahama can want them. And okay said, a be corruption so and now do they were a champion. Corruption. In fact, the Indian case who Google the Indian when corruption. Because the only thing that now will do is say, about an opponent. Your mama said, and you're fighting corruption. Because me we on as a man Oba Sudaye, etika mo Sudaye say. Me baby vie me appointment no na manya $1 million. John Mahama said they be who the $1 million ko dey. Obanya wan e yini free so. Obekai the MPP ni ba omi aye demonstration. Say bus branding because candidates nti yenji esika. Ama friends chief of staff every company who said they be candidates ama it can be free so. But then the minister resign here. Omampeni na nado. Minister of Health for the $19 okoji any connection no. Then away ho. ade won pani ye ne say wo si sasika na kebe boaye wo ni call ni kurom e wo ni na friend say bekum aka chi ayanfo say ayanfo akra for ha me minister we na ko ye chobo na ye chi ye omo mo mpa say me moving to pamo no this is what Ronaldo did anete wan yi no woni ni ko say omo obre is it the only person that can work in Ghana to succeed onu kwa na betimi adwuma of Minister of Health and MPP obeka ya bo charge akon because na do tan no nti
menu susa word no adaroma
okay because of a contest na do what the agreement a cabinet o munya je tu mu say na ye be di Ghana sika $800 million yan fanka wona ye nche ndi ena bo charge akon di ba parliament ama na on peni assign say adiwe mu fan content pescal intem what they call parliament NDC for chi issue no na do you say there be we there me no nko o de nko anko o papa mo no o ba ka kire Ghana for say he was misled me boa mo be na nkasa and identity the Minister of Health we so mislead o nko cabinet scrap o was it cabinet ko mu dem ntinase na do we mama approve and me nko di Minister of Health you sika no emfa yan ho but the president have allowed him to be there so these are the things I hear say nya udede enye kase bebre o kasa o say o see ya ma police forecast bebre ene chi na ya abrobes do so me boa ka chi okromfo inde ko bisa police for say e ka na munya na bisa police for say ka na munya na say o munya motivation real motivation in the police service
the brain is for mama
ite ye jo mahama e ka say we will all know the length of the MPP krono a amubo until they lose power. Again, yeah, can see almost use can now send on pen. So man penia unya the phobia will be age will be ogudu. Oh, to quite that is why now Ghanaians are now worried about the Guinea issue. No, Ube to quite no man penny work or rent aeroplane. At almost 2.8 million. Ghana for a can want them. At least if any dear me Ghana for any dear Ghana for what's it they be? Me sacobium. Mupe me na me one penny. Teachers me nche mo ketu mo mamo. Me mo man Ghana me say me enjoy life. No go rent another aeroplane aircraft bio. As I say ko nya dware nkwa o cinema. O man penny go show cinema ko ye. Kum chacha na go show na say a friend say Esperanza na go show. This is the leader, the president that we have. This is a man who can say on the by say protecting the public purse. For audit report. Audit report under John and Virgin Mama free of my mono. Now problems there were added more. Yeah, I friends say yeah, almost 700 million. In there under Akufo-Addo with all the normal organizations is protecting our public purse. Corruption is there. I see our mistake. Never is on almost 12 billion Ghana cedis. Where are we going? Boni bene ya ma get Ronaldo. And also one kind corner woman no was also no trying to say and John Mahama anya project bia gas project na ye no. Why na ye?
That's Jibril. Jibril Madi Jibril Kane NDC Deputy National Organizer and what's in Nkasa or Kasana Yeshenimo said Dennis Nanabuache NPP Tama West Constituency Chairman Ebeba and Office Sylvester Sapon Soprano CPP Director of Communications and Penyufuina Ebeboye Ama Yeden Komono Aisha so far as Wamo Emma Edia Mene Madi Jibril and our Hide and Komono Eba na Yansha messages Kakra for Ediaba Walanyo Edway Friakwetia and was say what John Mahama is saying is enough is the thought in our ears. What has did it happen in his regime as president and not during his time? He went to Kumasi Township to dance to the tune of Yentiobia. They now wish cool like what happened in Guinea to occur in Ghana. If Guinea should have a president like Nana Akufo-Addo, they would consider Guinea as heaven. Mensa Pillar 2. Was see dear His Excellency Nanado. Thank you for your good works. No matter what, NPP will break the 8 in 2024 elections. Congratulations to Honorable Brian Champion for Nkoko Akwasiho Road. Hey, yeah, Nkoko Akwasiho Kwano. Praise the Lord. Daniel Fume and was say indiscipline. The indiscipline is too much on our roads. Emmanuel Kwaku Yamwa, and I say, good afternoon, Mami Soja, please. Tell Mr. JM that Ghanaians are fed up with his unfounded allegations against the president. So if he has any evidence against the president about corruption, he should bring it. If not, he should stop lying to Ghanaians because we are wide awake, no more propaganda. He should tell Ghanaians what went wrong before he was voted out. Hypocrites. My regards to the incoming women organizer of the Okaikwe Central, Auntie B, Okaikwe Central. Kevin Nana Echampo, Sawam Adwejimame. Ghanaians are not interested in the incompetent NDC government. NPP will break the 8 in 2024. Regards to Honorable Bright Kumi, incoming national organizer of 4. Noah, the Ark builder, and Odiweyaba. Mami Biamzi, let me tell you what most African leaders do not know. Look, what they do not know is that we, the youth of Africa, are not going to sit down for them to mess our future. The longevity in office for a black man is a threat to the African country. I don't support throwing away a government, but some leaders in Africa are just not. They want us to worship them like demigods. NPP is breaking the 8. Omaya Mello and Sawam, the youth are yearning for a vibrant, energetic, and grassroots person like Honorable Bright Kumi to become the next NPP national organizer. Silas Befi and also Sawama Dweji, Youth Alliance still pleading with the president Nanado to appoint Daniel Enim as the next MC for Sawama Adweji. Obey Mensa. In fact, it's better to have regulations on high alert. I remember one tripper truck hitting my fender because of high lights. I couldn't see well in front of me, and I also recall one trailer with very high lights. I have to stop and allow him to just pass. He passed by a police checkpoint, so I turned around and reported to the police, but they couldn't arrest the driver. Positive change, Edway from Medina. And I was say, when the hardship becomes unbearable and the citizens had to cry for 2 square meals a day, while the political leaders drives in V8s and lives in flashy cars, flashy buildings, and it means these leaders have become power drunk, and coup is the last alternative for the citizens to get their share of the national cake. Regards to Alhaji Feila, next chairman for Medina constituency. In Tiakoko Ando, the good people of Ghana are grateful. You came to rescue us at the time we needed you most. Dr. Efriye Akoto, the Agric Messiah. Sami Tugal, Lead FM No Size, Mami Biamah, tell all Ghanaians together permanently with Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo and Dr. Baumia to move Ghana forward because Agenda 111 is a very good policy. Enoch Tete Kwame GH, what is Nanado and his MPP government talking about? We are talking about the bread and butter issues and cost of living. It's not about GDP, inflation, and paper economics. They should concentrate on the broken economy and stop the propaganda. My greetings to Madi Jibril, Felix Minta, and also Ediway Abba. Honestly, good afternoon, Mami Biamah. The iconic Ghana's a great Minister Dr. Usofri Akoto has indeed made Ghana a food security hub. No wonder Ghana plays second in Africa and fourth globally as the best food security countries. Congratulations. Dr. Downblow Apeusika Brimso. In 2017, during the inauguration of President Akufo-Addo, he gave so many juicy assurances. Some of us who knew him knew it was usual propaganda wrapped in a so-called inaugural address. Fast forward into 2021, almost all the credible individuals who supported are against him, all because he is corrupt. There is no day which passes without having a scandal ranging from propaganda to pure vindictiveness. Is the name Akufo-Addo synonymous to corruption? In regards to Dr. Nana Ama Brown Kluchi. Mamefa Charles Kranti D and sources Mami Biamah. Let these NDC liars know there is one president in Ghana, so they should stop calling Mahama president. Dama, Akwaba. Mbom design. I don't know what's over ban. I see. So we know bones are home because I wouldn't ho. Make me free now. I see. Chairman, near.
But then before the chairman so about later. I think the MPP is still in those days. The NDC Say ye juma yi ananka ye mbuti ya mbuti egesi obi ma sa explanation and acquire Bible quotation. Otumfo na na do kwachi ya no. See remember your mama juma we ye juma Ghana papa. Na me yenka your mama ye juma. Na da kono that time no da kono.
They say Jibril who sabe see I gave you over 20 minutes.
Onu ntia wo mame. Onu ntia wo mame. Me su mo Ghana ba ntem nti. Ai.
It waka be a
me mo waka o. Che for self the machine. Unim. See.
1 second.
O say cement, na cement 26 and I got 27 in the Ghana for tutia your Muhammad.
Okay.
About the 51 Ghana cedi. The test no. O go so say, na na person on cement ah. Mfanko.
That's Jibril and Oten and Kanma di Jibril. And no. Dennis Nana Boache NPP Tema West Constitution Chairman. Ewa hase. Nana. Akwa baby. Ah. Dennis Nana Boache. Ene ya trauma mo ha. But you piano mama odame wa body twede ama me. Aha, it's in Nana Boache.
Minchia watch it. There is excellency. God sent. Women money yo. Ghana every na ya wa at Japan some. Na mo studio akre do tembi na mo this ba on air because diesel na motor every music. I pass say ofre me say onam nyina ewo. Dan nwumre no kra no. Why before so a osi atonam foforo. Sense duane a wo she freezer mo anka ono wo kunu ne mo bedi no the week no. Dum prepare no. Nyina ene you show so the ade she freezer mo a. Busa krampu say beso like the nyina na. Let say His Excellency former president until the word reckless and I say opposition also a boy are opposition a boy are what is reckless when between 2012 to 2016 there were 30,816 names on the NSS payroller NDC ward secretaries and chairman no munye jume bianso ni etuomoka. What is reckless more than? What is reckless more than say you did $4 million? Ebe good presidential jet etu free Ghana, ako Brazil, ede ako toku be bako $100. What is reckless more than that? Ghana for sikawo. There's a $4 million good claim. Etu free Ghana, ede ko Brazil, eko di Brazil, ema Brazil for the motor kid. Edi anyway yo cause no kwambra ni person otoku be. Ewo Brazil every $100 per. Kube a etibi o ha 2. What is reckless more than say ye this stickers titale bus dada ho bus no post sticker dey titale as former president na ye dey bobo ho so na a certain president picture kakra ebo ho as stickers na dey titale ta 36 billion old Ghana cedi. What is reckless more than this? What is more reckless say you see the Ghana for sika 32 million Ebi kutua India 5 million. And so ko wi echi no. India 700,000 penny India. And so the same sika no. And you say, what is more reckless than that? Sometimes they are na yamare wo say oman a ye nyina yatim ni penyi a wabedi oman so da. Na wa ye di oman share won sa. Na wo sisa Ghana sika 52 billion. E ma wadam for Wyoming. Until the Supreme Court beka say, hey, papa you onye adwuma bia ma Ghana na de ma sesa Ghana sika ma no. Ene we nya no beka kire Ghana for say ye the Ghana sika ye free chesa e reckless. Ye the Ghana sika etu electricity ma Ghana for esan say COVID ama kroma ye dey reckless. Ye the Ghana sika eto vaccine e wo Ghana ni bia free a reckless. Ye the Ghana sika etu hospital bill ma wona e yare COVID omkoda hospital omedidie momundem omo medicine omo eduro somewhere indro edimom ni na reckless. esan say ka unya ya ke dia ma wa yumi no akodi ahye oboto. It saddens my heart because I expect the my penny dadano to know better and come and tell us near say be a Ghana for your mistakes some they are buying a commander ni ode ba be. But obetran obeka kire and say ye the Ghana sika e free agents reckless. Ye the Ghana sika improve infrastructure in all the senior high schools and me no ka say senior high school be all Ghana be say you see boarding house facility woman you see classroom blocks for and you see dormitories and I see you see dining halls or see no reckless but nka yemfa sika na nkoma wayomi na onko titibi ma no ana say bus branding yenso yenko branded buses na yedi aba no na ma obi 32 billion bi na Akufo-Addo want say yeti krom ha reckless spending and say Airbus company no ton e mono chiawa na yekoto wo Airbus company no $20 million nanso yakoto obi second hand oko CSC $35 million esan say enipa no odi mfifi no president binua enti o say de kofa ne so na onu nya sika ne bi what's in the boat
first Airbus scandal omo UK SFO if we say omo drop charges against
you be almost omo drop bi enye ni nyina.
Oh okay
ebi
okay
say am 16 count I see at so about 14 count eno je say we free enye omo charges no omo drop me say ebo no wo de ade no me say Airbus fo ne say ye beto wo omo ho a ase Land Cruiser say ye ko Toyota Ghana ye ko Toyota Ghana for say me de be ma 100,000 Ghana ye see that be yempe na mom ye beba odame ho na odame eni enim emfa yenko Toyota for no odame enkoto obidia wo yusu dada owi a obesesa tie no e de tie for fresh aman na mom no de obeje $500,000 and no nya reckless. I don't know say all my penny dada I am person man no betra opinion esan say MPP before the day I come see MPP before any Ghana for because Ghana for yetete Ghana ni Ghana kolebie ni ho a yetete wo fie because mo anon tra penny da di penny atem di penny ho fe yan kire yesa
and this form di penny for atem
me say me make Ghana ni bi oti bia ni bebie ko yen ni di penny for atem yen di penny for ho fe the buoni any demon penny for it. I am person try former president was rising to the highest office of this country. I am person man. All kasa won hwe ne kasa mu because as yen na yet krom ha and you say na yet Afghanistan and antokwesi na yedwane aba Ghana ni enim ne ekoso. You can reckless expenditure. $4 million me see yes cash dollar nagasa amrofo mpo na yo mo dollars sada yes say go play mu to play ni free Ghana and the Air Force fighter jets e di afa ni afa enam wiem saa se ne ye di bullion van e di sika ko no e di nam wiem saa di ko si Brazil ban ama ye ban international news because e didn't see we in your reckless ye kasa na me nuan nso ko kama yenti a e na o man panyi e na wafa plane Oman Penny, the highest office of this land, the #1 gentleman of the land, what not playing more plane on 3 occasions, they have to land emergency. And then you have a member of parliament who should know better also nimde. Ebe catch say engine bako enye juma enye hwe. Intinka yentra wa na yenkoye yi na embeka oh ye hu yanka. Sa no mo pese ye no. And as Oman Penny to Kwaya and on rent Okada. I didn't say former president so Okada the Obama license. Don't know Okada so. No Okada and fan unko Germany. And as you said, you Miss Rebecca on renting Uber. Na Uber and call Jubilee House and Kofano, then fan unko Germany. And ya mama ye kasa yam fa obuoni ni di ma yem penifo. Bible kura say yam fa obuoni ni di ma ni. Who you sure say Oman Penny ka say some problems are in your private your jet, presidential jet, young cotton and monochiawa. May sure some cabin you cry empty. But Obi na cotton jet you. A didn't flying. On 4 occasions, and yeah, sometimes we blame media for. amanyosam for no politicians ne ba no be tu nsem no bu say ya me expect say mo so mo be ko akire na mo background check na mo be ka no kure na kire Ghana for say ye pese ye de ye man panyin nkwa edi agro say ono dey every time bi omo to play na be man mu so free kotoka no empire ne say ye de ayam hihye enkodu be bi ko akodu because on 3 occasions also me emergency landing 3 separate occasions no man penalty plane inti me hu say ye man penyin dada so onya sembi aka o de on traffic obi ansomane because them say Ghana baby ekono Ghana fo akire say omodo NPP omodo his excellency na nado danko akufo omato abama no so muye nado danko akufo ado wona komam na adwen ne miti mu popainti ni a oye ma Ghana ne say o make sure say you be free the era of aid into no say Ghana beyond aid because when we say the enter hani embeje
and ya namo ayetuo no ye headed towards Ghana beyond aid
uti kroma district ben no say factory wom they even post a shoe making factory near your shoe mpo we have moved a step ahead they even po anya hwe near your toothpick e was Samantha for ya be see factory bi wo mi krom na mo ye toothpick mpo you move a step ahead because nanka nkan no ye den ye kra ye the dollar and the kokoto ni abuto it is a factories no e ye 10 mpo e ye 20 mpo na je so man pani bi adwin mpo ni tri mpo ni say Ghana e be move into an become an industrious nation into must start it me see 10 into the only obeba mponzu me see 10 and twaso anka from nkruma time me see 10 beru na na anka factories are him yesi wukruma what you say it's here say ye can someone yen being expect media not to tell Ghanaians that baby are you free any baby are be duru de o man pani wa ya de bini ane kan na o man be na abeji busan o Ghana ho post covid o man su ben no no ankasa afa ono ani sika o man bia akọ World Bank akọjisika Ghana yan kwasra World Bank tena se no msi no o man say covid no crash a lot of the world economy almost all krobia almighty America is borrowing because the economy not crashing. Almighty America last week the job recruitment, the job employment opportunities above them. Almighty America, Otua Sika, Emma citizens. So Mufebi Entua Light Omufebi Nidi because the economy not crashing. Into World Bank Transia no say no, we are see for the baby as accord with we crash economy. Into we need to help the world economy to rise up again. Then put the Ghana among African countries, the size of our economy so because the population, no more $1 billion. It goes to tell you, say, oh, yeah, sure, Senka, your man penny, spending recklessly, sending you who know spending, and government is asking. And we all know that the whole world over has praised our president, the way he managed COVID. Into Oma Bro, for example, World Bank, Nayoma to associate themselves with Ghana and another Danko Akufo president. Into anyasa yeni of course World Bank yes World Bank it involves the nations of the world and the economies of the world. And who said the whole world has been affected by COVID. Into anyasa Ghana for penny a single year out. Every other country, $30 billion is coming to Africa. Now out of 30 billion, Ghana $1 billion. It's a lot of money. It goes to tell you, say, the world has seen, say, the managers of our economy are great and brilliant and are good than before. And they can trust that if they bring $1 billion into the economy, it will be used well. Why not say, or Yari record with Onya record with Ekoda 37, Ekoda Kolebu, Eko Gan East, Eko any other hospital like Ejiniska. Ne draw no ye oma insuosu omoso vitamin C edemo zinc tablet edemo oma no other conditions omo call hospital I see treat you nyina you treat you free. Ne draw no any sa treatment no ni sa ade na ye no sika na ekofa wan aban na o say aban please cannot send it it is a way na covid me bia we hu say na aban eboy but busa won onya accord with Ekoda hospital. Aside say you treat you with no, now you say feed you morning, afternoon, evening. It is a case of COVID, I beg crash economy na my chrono idea. Now oka say ase o de hu hwe yet kroma post covid na yama NBSSI asuso ye maame no ye nua maama mo medium small scale enterprises asene amon sika ebi a wo de wo esan say sika wo hweso because NDC there you are used to big money, you spend big money which is sika kese na mo timi ade kickback market but ye maame no oton niema e wo kanshi mesua na oton ade e wo enyinem station ho no ta 1,000 Ghana 2,000 Ghana na de so na sene no e boa ne man business ne baba from ha ye maame no bebre wo ha omo ye hand to mouth eduane ne okoton no 20 Ghana no profit 10 cedi no de bebe fie no enom de be no de sa 29 den ase akoto ade ne bi enkanka ye maame mo ton kokko o mo ton bu okoton kokko akoko isen no be nya nza fa so no bi na covid nti ye call lockdown kakra be 3 weeks no omo di omo capital na nkasa nti sa MBSSI loan na AKWAFO adopini say yemfama ye maame no ne enua ma no mo medium small scale enterprises aboa bebre am aba back into the market ni economy ni business no bi but NDC dey hu ne sa because NDC nyaya na nkase ne from 2012 to 2016 world secretary ni world chairman ni organizers ni activists no national service secretary as you mu dia show ayetu a ye mo allowance a omo nya adwuma bia no na ka ye ne sa ni ye mom na AKWAFO adodia onye ne sa osigana sika na ye dia ma no no obekọ ho ban ni ese fata beboa Ghana fo nyina me yanso se minu aba wote ya no ka se road ben ya ye road ben ye wie na wan yina no se asamantan fo e krom ya ye krom kwan nyina because ko so kan ye na I stop in say gina ho me krom na kwan to do for the past 16 years aban ko ye nya hwe gata po ye nya bi enso ne me say last week ya na omo de second quote eguso nti ka so wo ka kire ne say adabra ka gina ho na me krom asamantan fo minim ba bia no me krom kwan nyina inner roads ni nyina ne gata nyina ya ye nti me ya no what na ha no wakansa asem no tra no woman akanka wan correct no it is a man beka obi anim se ukrom obiama ukrom asamanta for ye kwan ni nyina enti o ka se yenya kwan bia na ka se dabi en ye wuntimi nka ne sa
no ye testimony se kwan maye bi
o si kwan be ne yenya hwe enti o so stop no se dabi men ka ne sa mensu me ka metema west there ene kosa kumo no little London ye twasa kumo na kwan nyina asphalt
Banque Central.
But
do him. I'm the panse. The can road. O man penina now do ka say year of road no. One bo constituency need road ndi. When we talk about road, we are talking about the major roads. Moment la sa asphalt show moment la. O ka asphalt. Yeah. Tama West now we can. Yesterday say yeah asphalt on Tama West. You came out to catch here and say why are we putting asphalt on the road? Tama West. Asphalt in the way. Tell me. Which government is asphalt on the road? Nabi on tell me. Because you are blind. You see what I'm saying?
Hold your fire. I will give you your 10.
2017 what the BIAMAH na ohunye me hu. Asamanta mfo kwa yegu so e mo aye shepe ukromada ni New York no. O ka se enya kwan na o se dabi. Ya kwan kura me bia be so mi krom so. Because we be ukrom she konan ya ye ho nyina.
Ukrom ense kwana eda kwan ho.
Eda kwan ho no inside on one of our. Inside na ya drainage na ma ukrom drainage uko etusen.
Omunwie abeka.
Etusen. Me si last week ya no the second quote guso.
O me second quote.
How dey go guso?
We are sure na.
Afa kokofa musia so. Go here. Say me see me for weekend.
Mate.
Ke onti ko o kana no akacha adabraka.
Second quote say me hu ye.
Na first quote ni poni drainages na dey ya na the we no. Adeketwa. Enti obi kan no ache say dabi we dey enfanya politics. Say me Tama West say ye du twa kwan ya to so kama. And na sakumo no kola etimi ride bicycle wo krom. Akola bi ya video e dey send me MP. Say ne bicycle a share dem saa because na kwan ni na ye futuru. Enso ne otimi e bicycle ride e won the community. Okan High Road. For the first time in the history of this country, you were 4th-year flyover. With a reduced amount when somebody was giving you a 2-tier.
I mean the person was reduced.
It was giving you a 3-tier. Yes, I had to bonus, so I'm on 4-tier. That is Nana Kufuor's government. Or here, I know, see, Kai Mempini, I deal with Crawford Catwoom. I acquire Moya, I'm 50 million. Met me the 20 million. I acquire your 4-tier. That's so shim at the eye. Sana Sagleme, and then I acquire you. Yes, Moonji $40 million. Moonji 5,000 units of houses. Moonji $40 million, 1,005 penny. When we talk of reckless expenditure and expenses, we hear a person a becania koyechi. But Omoya no person pushing a near Kai Ghana for hey, say we mun na so. Niamuye ain't and a Ghana for 2 abeti am say no. Yen son anado dan kwakufu adhwe. Wo mu so hen so ye no 2020 duru ye no say anana en so hen e de ma no wa pass. More piafo. Tan ko ne ko to aso bi.
They say mampanyi da Mahama say yempam na kufu de na ban fra konya.
Na fa wan.
No momra.
Wan mu
NDC.
Oh, Erade Yesu. Na Ghana de just be 2 steps na aba echi 3 steps.
Ade omo di maybe.
Kuro we ye 2-3 steps ko ye nimu na ye de ya sesa ya ye kwan na ye sisi bibia fine no na de akwa koma excavator na abedwuri no wa say no. Dang. Ghana for them say man can share this for moment say Ghana for say enchire omo say die ye need a hopper. You need the hopper. You who are buying be or buy no. Or no the obeboa ma yena yeni bie. Yen downtrodden is na see yanka hono. Or they free maternal health care buy. Or they free national health buy. Emma yen nuanom ma na ye maame mo nkrase a omo for ye friend omo timi continental nyina omo timi continental free. Omo wi omo free. Owi enso se da bi be hwa Ghana primary health care na ya tune jeje mu no e wo sa ban ankasa efa etiki charge of the primary health care send ya brochire oko England ya dia government is in charge of primary health care in Kenya. Me introduce the national health insurance and no introduce the national health insurance and no be better and say me ba national minimum tua 1-time premium pay tua untua bi ye catch Ghana for so bo omudi akobi Ghana for ntie na omse de enko so no hwe oba e no be no poto my penny be bas dabi me hwa I was see nyama mass metro system e be fa yunuanom nketo na papa mo manyi na itimi ama transportation within the city and urban areas na koso kama and no introduce metro mass aban bi ba na obi introduce na ade no e no de o se me de stick abet tale ho na maji mo 32 billion inti Ghana fo ni da ho yen pni Ghana fo nti ase say yes Ghana bedroom pempen so we na esen bedwiri ni nyina egu biem na ewi asen besu afra MPP enti basre o man penny dada me bra penny se na maka chiro me se MPP for de ye na Ghana for yen yetete yen se akola wa no ntra penny oni penny ho few me ndi no ho few me sre no okasa on hwe ne kasa mu
Meda nana Boache MPP Tema West constituency chairman and ote nenkana Jebrel
so baka chira we se on ba obeti dede no so one time anka that structure side to my economy near MPP didn't say about that. And let's go into the Tema West I work on oneself. Maybe doesn't know that Tema West. Takubono traffic light. Akwashama bridge. I'm sure say one asphalt in you. Asphalt I was 20 I got down so no what try picture this MP say my way sound throw way emfa. Efa a friend Tema West. Ofa abato at the fomu ba road na meka friends na home no me sure say mass party ni ye panty nkoda fa so e chema em say onim Tema West intro
ono e chema ho no ni mo no
e na meka say wa kire yen me say that friends
Jebrel wa ho na ate
me say baby o me meka Ghana me nka de o mu ntwa ntro no e na meka say e kwa na me kira wo no Tema West CP my asphalt to be no carry about now was free bridge from Abato Ekono it's so much offer that's the drop I don't need you but my asphalt no o dey bisa no o ti ha kasa o say wakita tra no na kasa bisa ni say o ma ya na when you talk again unim I am even surprise. Who say? You better say road the ben away. Was it John Mahama project no the buy no?
The bro 3 minutes.
Was it John Mahama project no? Me say then na do yeah. Was it John Mahama yeah. in the Besano, into the Mahamaya Besano, into Ayade. How? Oh, he can't issues. Now what you can throw your car, Mustidio say and Tontro, Muka as far as Samoha. Was a flight in a 4 million air corner. As a book as some more. Unim, was a flight in already 4 million. Ghana players and I catch the Ghana say, Ghana ain't now. Yeah, it's your tax. Almost say ball now, Muka Bono. Young Bobby just said the Sika Brown. Ghana Pamucho said, Muntumo, Mumboma Ghana. Almost say Ghana young pet. Man for Sika by young bo. Yes, that is what happened. And all of you are happy, sir. A brand to be a Ghana, any tax at you and somewhere there. One saw Ghana in ransom. Seven ball no, this is the Sika 2 aeroplane at the back. And I make her say, W, I'm saying is this is what somebody is telling you, say, yeah, the Sika got to be when he knows a place in Jesus cano. One won't throw be. One won't throw now walk be. Ah, me say, let MPP tell us, say, the overpa sit down mount. I feel sit down you. Yes, sit down mount. Now, you know, roof so. Ah, it's so tired, coin. Then you see, we are so tired, coin. Ah, say, yeah, yet my plant, I feel yet my plant, Juma. How will you get light to use? Bobo and the when you were doing even the maintenance, you didn't go through light offs. You see, Kasatra, no, ya Jaika, Kasatra, ya Jaika. Ah, what's the way you made John Muhammad, the way you made this come away you may. Oh, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Okay, I said, now until where you have been a Ghana policy more. Also, you're Ghana, you're Ghana for my entry. Now, before any man project, I know court. And the court to boo so say, Yantiano, the judgment dead. Judgment dead so any bonnet, but any boninti, Nanado $170 million judgment dead. Any boninti, the court a book Samswa, any boninti, you pay. But the law, in fact, okay, Trapper say, Ghana buying Casa and under Professor Moss was a hot it and let's investigate before. And that investigation that led up to the end, and there yet to be this from friends say, what you mean? You sit here and now, Casa, and Donado. Munko Jessica, Yessica, Organa Sico. Musi COVID inti, Moon 2 point. And a Moody's have connection with Eddie Man and now down. Okay, quotation. That chronic number when I can want them. Ah, yeah, can see, your man can reckless with there. And then I will say, price. Muti hana muka chere say yakofa arabuni na oma yakoto ameri enti enye boni ena sa arabuni connection man no chobonti sa na munim say chobo na wo ya makoto ya fen say vaccine every $19
better say
again o constituency
that's wise
in fact the minister of road free you see when we told you say minister no what the Ghana project at the Yamwachiwa east and west here today you see what I are telling you. He's also at your west anywhere because the minister free wanty. He doesn't care about anything about Ghana. But go to even Kokotumi today and see the roads. Oh, I was just waiting for you to mention if I end a constituency in our board. Oh, the Ghana faculty who got to where he is because minister of road. What you hold ISL obey yet because me free I don't care about anywhere. Yeah, in there, many ukasa. Go and check from Zabuzugu to Yendi. Can't minko. From Zabuzugu to Yendi. People struggle to go today as I'm speaking to you. Because they are not Ghanaians.
But that's it.
Oh, so these are things I'm not saying it's a more being a project too. But when you are talking about project.
For the first time in the history of this country, the Malenya flyover. So when you sit here and say more of
my phone say work I'm for the first time. There's never first time. Say first time I've fly over our circle. First time. You don't give me to see me. What you say? Then I no John Mahama. I'm so much happy. John Mahama. I'm so okay. Now I say my silent. John Mahama. I'm so private to be. So these are the things we are talking. Now bridge now Muya Tamale. Almost 3 years today. I want to challenge him. Maybe one go. There be a project till date. Because the man AKWAFO things I don't care about that one.
You think so?
Omo ya hojuma. Yeah, no, in fact, where the project is, that is where it is. Omo the pillars in Ashama for KFAS here. Go and show me whether they are doing the project. Was it Tamale? Was it any Tamale first time in the history Ghana? John Mahama airplane every so they say enye krapo no a John Mahama ama chebi for anyen so be no
say Jibril Madi NDC former deputy national organizer and Ananabo Tema West NPP constituency chairman yanko yenimna yenhwe Guinea Kui, they say the Asojafo no Oma Enten or minus almost say yeah the Mampenyi or on Pebe Bintina over the Nakwakusi, who say Omon Fanimpie or he is well protected. Doctors Kuniswa Omo Esheno any day. They say I suspended constitution, I suspended government, no, they dissolve near much. They say no, a whole new people and are able to take over Guinea. Nadia Ekosui, does it have any negative implications for the sub-region?
I think I have to correct some impressions and we'll go for. Okay. So what you have to say, Pila is it Tamalia. Minimum because say nyehwe, or see you Pila sisi. Then I just say Nana Kufado. So what you have to say, and you who realize you Ghana. Fly over to say that is me that's so from Tamabasi Kofa Pandai Utu Kwache before me Utu Tamamoto runabout now it's all called Central University so nice fly over be own and Akufado I have to own it's just some more that modern and Akufado Guinea I think that Africa we have come too far to go through this again. Because now media Mijidi said space of maintaining one cement has been replaced by ballot box. So we are making a dream. How come we are winning? Now don't wanna because there's no point that ni pay na dream ebe ko benkrom. Don't wanna ebe ji atumu no. Na ye dia Mind beyond so I practice democracy. No, I believe there are checks after election in Pono who are winning kunim to go through certain process. But we are too abundant. For me, warranted. I might say the Africa there. It has become our trademark. It's over to cool as MBI Africa.
Na ku no die na deba you say bibi ankoka papa enye trede it's not from somewhere
setting stage so obi aka say na menti ase meyeku ye be ko he
na e die na beba ko a constitutionally elected president mu uwo 2 terms to serve. Why do you have to go and change the constitution to suit you for a 3rd term? Because I know they're calling for this
Ma'am, let's come there. I don't think that any president will just wake up Parliament want to change the constitution. Constitutional amendments.
Okay.
Inti adensu na monsu krono motina ho. Say be a referendum, motina ho ma ya referendum. I go through all the phases. It has become law. You could have stopped it before it became law. Once it has become law, ne just say more or mining na magiatum. Say nyamu nyina kra mo dodo na giatum say tana mo pen.
But most of African leaders sad.
When I say then memma enko duru memma be yamra. Once a woman be yamra be come wa mamra ho de. You have no authority to go and overthrow. Who any tokwa bia make sure say the people will vote against it.
Okay.
If the people do not vote against it, also go Supreme Court also. Maybe also could be also now stopping. But what now? The beginning of the said that be where the company obia or 2 terms. You do 2 terms, yeah. Okay. Na monto aba no be from ba won't be here. But mo tra ho ma be dane emra. Na fe emra na de mo de sa emra na koto aba wie. Na wie na be ka say mafatu a. Ya ugu Africa nyina ni ma say nya Guinea pe. Na je say the akoba say Africa die. ye
trasam kwa
trasam kwa ya akose party bi e wo Ghana etu trasam kwa say wo Supreme Court kwa na Supreme Court bu az ya lo ya mepene e bi na gini fo yi e be sere soja fo the matra ho ama ya ade na ba be ye law mo ankasa mu nyina na se nya mu nyina mpo amododo agi atum se mu de bebu mu man ne dia and ehu nya se obitu.
Let's look at ECOWAS and the AU and the UN.
Media for me, I think say on my personal opinion, they came out too fast. Bibi Basia, I was say try as much as possible. If it can be fixed, you fix it. Because Okoka say the one fast me see amba any me recognize it. Ready no take your position. And you so no say okay, we take your position. I mean so any try baby na me try baby. Young ko baby. Intinka immediately no ne so mo call it for. Soja fu mo to mo. Ebia ECOWAS penifo. Na ye ko table no ho a ye de December ko mienu miensa toto. Then we move forward. But you say who take position. Where they say a friend bi em say bra na edi nkomo. Oye de baka dem say na wa mu say manfa president na ma mesi so an recognize me. Member na me no be dey. To me I think say nka so munya botre. Now omo finding a way of communication with the leadership of whoever soldiers that are causing that treasonable. Now omo ni omo di nkomo behind closed doors and see say possible say anywhere nu ya so the abanu pon e betu no fufuru na so ye be restore the constitution and find a solution to it than so because one year see amenya na wako kan say me so menye intene ne open ye na me so menye ne mepe then we are causing more problems because they take a position maybe some of the citizens also support the president uprising and we can be it becomes soldiers and some of the citizens. And maybe some of the citizens also support what the soldiers are doing. We have seen so many wars in Africa that we believe that we don't want it. Yeah, we don't want it. Because the committee in Africa can free. I say maybe a drone Arab for no I say Mati say war at the point they have to sit back and say no. Let us find a way to come together. The only me na kujoni ama kwa obi enti obi asem. But if se me no nya enti asia, e betimi afre kujoni ama na solve whatever the problem is. For me I believe say a leadership of ECOWAS should rather find a way to get to leadership of and find a solution than to say someone first.
Okay. Jibril.
Coup at all forms. Any idea we should all encouraging because you see SSN woman too bigger than as you expecting. At any given time, Umpire say let's find a best way to resolve issues. Into both the time now coming Kroma was so now Jumano. You before Ntiana say they did everything to assassinate him to overthrow him. Indeed, when Lawrence was in government, Olympian, so Olympian, penny yeku, Ghana. So when you are putting history, put history as it is. Oh, in fact, penny yeku, that is why he couldn't contest MPP flag bearership. That is why penny didn't contest MPP flag bearership. Yes. Yes, the business. I am confusing the two. No, the business. The friend said, "No, the government to do." No. It's a fact. Me say, why you coup? Attempted coup. Is it Kojo Pieri? That be there. No, the chief of staff. No. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Why you coup? Whatever.
Ghana, during this time, and that is why I didn't contest MPP flag bearership.
Oye coup or the two wine.
I me say, you attempted coup. Coup de ayebi.
I got to go two wine.
Lawrence. I see yeah. So when you are talking about those things, Kwame Nkrumah was staging coup against.
I'm not preventing you from contesting MPP's flag bearership.
Because we say echiru tumu. So the caveat they say you couldn't contest because of your chin or because say also cool at reason. Your chiwa. So also sitting na enya asem.
It's reasonable.
Yes. So also sitting na enya asem. Also sitting over your woman penny. I'm saying this idea so we kasa na you incident say bi mu a then you are taking the issue that will give you the history where the history belongs to. However, Argentina, Guinea, who Adani Daduni Magana for one day. I could the biao almost every year. In fact, this year could be see Mali. Could see President in fact government say no during their tenure could be see. But this school no I'm a man for it and I say what is happening? Then an issue in Guinea. This is the president at his age went to the shoe for
83 years.
83 years. When he be bia nanko Ghana ha nanko tu for tunu for say when he be bia subomai. And na what to fuel mo 20%. Fuel akoso 20% in Guinea. And na what take salaries of everybody. And na what raise on the salary.
On the ministers.
On the ministers. Akoso. And na no koso. Who show my economy? You can't say my president say mintie. You can't wear Debbie. You can't wear Debbie. In fact, he is even building his family to take over.
Hey.
These are the issues. People are now asking. God forbid. In fact, me, I've said, say, I've seen coup before in my life. I've seen challenges of those ones, and I enjoy democracy. Maybe I could do how bad it is. But you see, people are now worried because we are having some similarities in across Africa. The amount for a visa salary is being to you, but executive salaries are costly. Today, no, I mean, I can't say, sure. When Nanado became president, I say, convoy of the president shouldn't go more than 5. In this, a bompedi to Kwanya, 50 trucks and they did the V8. What were Ghanaians today? And I said, things that are happening elsewhere. And yesterday, ECOWAS chairman, once you know, say, in Crawford, they are even at the 83 years. He's now making some constitution, man, into the man will be the Africa Coast. That will be the Africa Coast, say, Obi every year, they call more than 3 times, you know, and Africa Coast say, yeah. Into Obi, ya no, ECOWAS chairman, you didn't talk about it, and there, yeah. And there you. When they were looking at him, extending the time, they didn't talk about it.
That is what I was asking.
That is why.
Because it started from somewhere.
Somewhere they didn't talk about it. I didn't tell ECOWAS first year because you 2 years after all 8 years. And now 4 years. Yeah, don't drama, mama. You lose 2016 elections. On the heat of losing elections. Na Gambia anya problem. Okay, Gambia issue no. Na be Jamil alusi election me pedi na America na say ECOWAS emfa military call. Almost man John Mahama say with your pain for Gambia. In fact, that is why when they told him say aban me lose elections. My jail to me yanko enim 2016. You don't even say yeah Jamil support government na was no to contest elections. Yeah Jamil we yo. So something has been done. I'm saying it's systems now. Among for are abusing the system. When ECOWAS doesn't talk about it, when it turns otherwise, now clear issues. In there, I can say, say Parliament need to move. In the first place, you don't even know the number of the government parliamentarians.
Government parliamentarians, as you know.
Parliament now passes.
Parliament now the people's representatives. So if Parliament accepts to amend the constitution, which means that the whole people have accepted it. And he said,
I'm a Parliament and goes on see chamber. I am represent here. No, Yan Nakasa. Yan on mine for Nakasa who said there be a penny.
It's officer or man for Nankasa.
Me say, if they have not spoken about it, I raise issues. It might not go to this point. I'm saying, when we are given opportunity to lead, we should also be listening. Because at the end of the day, it's the people you are ruling. When the time comes, you go. When you win, you move on. But you see, it's becoming almost the statements are all the coups now as you see recently. Malini now. A statement photo. Because a photocopy. Not the reaction of ECOWAS and AU photocopy. This is how things started happening.
But when the whole thing started, or shall I say so, or extended the stay in office, and say, oh, and ECOWAS,
in fact,
they come in.
You see, ECOWAS chairman,
and what the constitution has said, I said you do so.
Yeah, in fact, I think Africa now should announce up say, they know themselves, presence in him. The issues in Guinea are raising issues among for at the time the Ghana crap fix the country. In fact, I hear a guy now where fix the country in a statement to Krapo, but a statement recently. Yes, on the issue of the Guinea, refer not to Ghana issues. These are things that people are calling. You see, it starts from somewhere. And I'm saying, as there's a time, how bad it is. Let's find a very good way to get it done well. But because of that, amount for esu amusu. Today, when you have a young man, before overpower, 2016, one need time over demo, one need single room over demo. No, as a secretary in the presidency, under Nado. No, we're 16 story buildings. Was this dying? And those are the issues. Who can say, one can watch them. Many also be so say.
Me say I know me pese me komechi. But the way I know I cannot pese o kaka.
The brain me say rap up na end man.
One say what kasa here no? Who kasa no? No mama pass o. Mama pass. Say chuku. Say chuku. Me tell me on e o kwa so ra minister. The Guinea issue, God forbid, will not be the first and will not be last in this continent. Because of Inyama ACC amount for Yeku in most of these states, they are repeating it. Obi, especially in this those Eastern Africa area, Obi or percent. In fact, that is what we did in Togo. Naniba Abefa, Zimbabwe, Zimbabwe, Nankanya said, Nankupo na Nankanya never president. Present to follow up.
Konde.
No, Zimbabwe.
Okay. Yeah.
So these issues are among for say a family nkwana esumbo. Want to say the way MPP they say I'm so worried. Say almost some party no, but the family can be
Obi country so worried. And MPP. No say MPP for a worried. MPP ni.
MPP ni.
Are you worried about what?
Say now, only small family within even that chimpo
and the brain battle and the MAAME.
I think say we have brought it in this country just because of Nyamana Ekokoso Ewaha. But I believe you say strike is look up on air. It's a form of agitation. Strike. In fact, now MPP I catch say the strike is still our pem swa. And amunya by.
Senana and the MAAME.
Me start here free baby or the coin.
Okay.
Me masem na kakra bi. Me say asem ba. Na o pese o ye realistic kana asem no se ne yetia. O kana sa ya no nya. Na o ko kana de ben wine na obi
I say wo ba kutia bi say no.
Na ye we bi ma o mu wie school, o mu wie university no better than ministers. And o mu kokko tuto kube $100 per kube. Ebi wie na fru na tuto. Ama ni tiri wan ehyenhyen ene onu ye aviation expert kire player
because of we see Ghana for no mawanka into obi school it means we see 18 bedrooms in government 2 bedrooms only 2 bedrooms
plazas
Come on. If you back here say who negative what school management here. Sana back here. Who gonna be
but that is not what we are about. If the person is competent, let's come back to the coup. When it comes to the coup, I believe there is no justification. You cannot justify it. One more innocent souls are loose. No, you cannot go and tell God say you killed the people because President gave the 83 or say opposition extending his stay. There is no way you can justify killing. You cannot bring a soul, but you can bring every government, even if the government is wrong. You think a correct government, but a soul once lost, you can never bring the dead person. But then the person abandon yes, sana, you change it. Yeah. Until there is no justification. There, didn't second term no person who did any time on an amount stopping. Me must say no. The musoja for no more smart now. I'm a question shemra na sano. As you send your panel. I'm a modi akwa election. I feel some maka mo mema. That is the whole point. Time man no sesam no muni kromobi. Time man no say emra no sesano no. At the end result, this obviously we need election as na hobium no muni kromo. But mo ye hwan mo asesa mra na yakoto abawi afa na maka say mo obema bi obabi. The end result is that innocent people are going to be killed. Until there is no justification. ECOWAS said AU, and Namekacho said they were too quick to even say one yes say no. Because because you saw this danger. You can't tell me say you don't pick intelligence. You saw the danger. Say Emreya also saying there is this agenda. Or some run send a bear or better send me a election beam. Now so corner sign go win here. Then end result. But most man can hold what's now was some rano wako win election. Then maybe so no of once here you be aka say kai. Yam pinima papi or no kwa and for mining ko baby. Or for two, we 10-15 for the nechi. From wako two mining. After the most more 15 and to my but they shouldn't also give Obia the room said in because a nipano do dwana the kotua and the mumu do dwana the car say yes I'm papa election unya ko wie near to abawi say who BIAMAH one to abani bia untimi ka say man to win no mu ye no mempene so
it has
enti ma wonu a wo mo krom ha na eyo de ayo ma dwimu de say we kuesi so we of one sir
no on sir
anything as a cool African country be a yen ya ni nuanom na other African countries yem hyehyɛ because not because of abana yetu egu no because of yen nuanom na ye be ku ebi mu be displaced because Ghana ehu bi da Liberia for the see ene na budumbura inti yem pebim bebi be si wo ye hwene ano na yasen so ankrofo asen ba begu ye sanso ne yem pebi wo ye krom se bi be si ana me no nke ye kwan tamfo timi akwa
ye betimi adwo atwa kro hu afia
that's how I know I agree with him. In fact, even election coming now month for 9 who are it should be a worry to the president.
That's
Eya kaigana Sremunya kupo Fagana sheninsa Eno na wo yo ma
I was here for honey adi dwumade nyina besi ye bia telephone line na atum 0302243540 wonso friend na efo agenkyere ebra we e patupa obeg kasaba agenkyere bebre eno ane se me you hello Nyame adome ho ya na nso ba jo yetio
tia madin dibri wabon homodin onyankopon hira no ani tuma pa a woye ana fo mo kan mere bia eba den ni madin dibri waya de pa na me chia na pe so jare ana honorable Ofusampofo baby amubia Nyankopon ka no ho no baba yemi ababa ko ne papa atofom ye rules ashaman di ebre so a mo yanko nyina yanko jamo no obaba me di de no kwata me kata free bedi no tutu no eya na me nuan man pipifo ani wo ana omni bi ana se sabi etumoti ana ye wo mo ana enti sabi said ye enne wo man Ghana na na kofo do adawo mo man Ghana mo ye tin ne je ya mo mo hu ana
Medan CP, Medan say, once I make you point in a clear, once you bet me at Odia Abba 0302 243 Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pachodi, baby, Afrifi.
From Abdurrahman Tamil, Lake State.
Me budget you.
Me brano kasa sisi ano me pesa me correction bi kakra. Me bia or be how akumsi na ontumi mbo ni din otuma baby afin tu no. E ya dwon bone na tan si mo de kasa sa. Onja sa no mbo ma me ni din. Onja sa no mbo ma me ni din. Na sabe NDC for da. Yo ma mo antiteska mo bia okrum ha. Ya bro mo.
Meda say once you bet me Afra. Hello.
Hello, Mama.
Good afternoon.
Mami, I'm feeling fresh, Madina.
Budget you.
Mami, we say MPP for the Biamaka. Mrs. Sadadano, Ghana, I'm going to say team. I get transfer prayer. Echo team for National Nadu prayer. I need vice president and the ministers. No, what transfer work another team for free transfer. No, this Kalikawa and Katim Yalan Towam. And Katim Yalan Jomo Yasima. Every kotoko almost Madina Women's 11. What to master kotokompo and go on doom. Every maboni, every Manado, what about Musumu men? And Pony, listen, school from women that suck your tree. She's millions of dollars, no moody. Here, all your broker, I got 4 months, and I got for you in there. What's 1 penny 4 months to do? More 162 billion.
And I say, also bet me Afra the Wadrenche Abba. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Hey, I see what you
Did you so now what to say?
Jenny Woman, where
the radias eat you.
Mamma, I'm on Abro. Honorable Ajako, former energy minister. Where you will be a man. Good afternoon. I am here. Nabia, the American NDC for more than 2 and that's what you are on a Jumako Yenim. And to all the Omopa, Omonkofa, Afghanistan from Pamaya Kukra, Wawom. And the morning, they say, Guinea, the BSU was at a BC Ghana, a woman because you want democracy money. I don't want to buy a 2 Bye bye.
Meda Sipi, also met me Afra. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon, Bachodi baby Afrifi.
Mr. Quatty, so you.
Bachoti.
Oh, Medasi. Moaikon is Napa, oh, yeah. Which you are with you for now, yeah, you had your more concern. Yes, you will give you, and not a doctor Akufado. Often, yeah, at the same. Because Nyama Ekoswo Ghana no, and yet at the papa, the Osaka and Nana Akufado, Ofena Otutunyama Yeno, they are rather thinking about breaking the age. Because over the year, almost 2024, obey you so invisible forces. How would they be about to know that 2020 or year no? The uncle who said, he the president, you know. His all body guide na etuno nti ofeye adisiade o ma ye wo bibia ankoye
medase Azida Kasiankoma production crew Joe Damia Domak Jerry Osajuma Frema Abankro Wadaroma ena woboabo ansemi nyina no edema medin mami BIAMAH AKWAFO BMZ1 me baba tena chire edi ho chiame me sorry so idie menua Ola Michael so betena se na wagye entata de akofie ya me yadoma ochena ewuko me wo fada ka brefrem po mansions yo mama mu do no betena se no de me menti abrewo yadama se mo amutimi di messages by mo amunya akwanya efreye yadama nyina se wa wotimi amfre wo so amfa message ama na so tena fie etie ye aseda enkamu nyina ya me yadoma ya wada me na mo besan ehia
enu run yeshwe odoma enu run ya
I need to come vinye ene lona uduko
enye we na jingwano pa ewie